I'm Shane.
I'm Bo.
We are your Kentucky Fried Critics.
Welcome back. Cue
For-
the music.
That's right. For episode
12?
12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Pretty
12.
sure. We
We
did it
have
again.
the calendar. We need to bring
We
it.
need
It needs to be
It
over
needs
here.
to be in the recording.
It really does.
Studio. We are getting we're every time we take 2 steps forward, we don't even take a step back. We
It's
just
like,
don't do anything with the steps
Right.
forward.
It's like, yeah, we did it. Forgets about
Right.
it immediately.
Well, how many times have we set that calendar up and then done exactly that? So yeah,
We're professionals.
we're but the point is we're trying to make the change, right? Like we're trying to do better, and that's the focus.
It is.
Um,
Season 2 is all about learning.
And so like we have learned as we've gone, and I feel like every step of the way it's been gangbusters,
Yeah,
guys.
dude,
Like
it's been great. We've hit, what, 500 subscribers
500
now?
subscribers on YouTube. Again, we'll be honest with you guys. We don't know. That could be half bots.
Yeah. I like to think it's not.
I'd like to think it's
People
not.
love me. I'm cute
But at the
and
same
adorable.
time, it did all come out of nowhere.
It
and
did.
it did come
It
from
really-
a video.
We'll see. If they disappear within the next week, we'll know.
Yeah, and it came from a video for a movie that most people haven't probably seen. You know what I mean? Like,
I doubt that Thanksgiving 3 has I mean,
a-
it's got a cult following,
but
like,
I don't know if they're that. I mean, if it is, if we're
Hell
wrong,
yeah.
and all of you 200
Oh.
subscribers just came from there,
wanna
hello
be
and
wrong.
thank you.
I want to be wrong so bad.
Well, then thank the
thank
people.
the people. Hi, people. I love you.
But yeah, so it is what it is. But hopefully, it is a sign that everything is going better.
Yes.
Either way.
Either way, we've kicked up the algorithm a bit.
Right, I was going to say, because bots weren't coming to us before.
Mm-mm.
So if we're at least doing something right,
They
enough-
think they can make money off of us somehow.
Yeah,
That's the only reason they show up.
we're doing something right if the bots are showing up now. That's how
there
I
you go.
see it.
It's
right?
a good sign. Way to be fucking half fucking full.
That's
buddy.
what I'm saying. So yeah, let's not waste any time. Last episode, we gave people a little bit of the old school reel in for the website.
Yeah,
and
you made me dance again.
The hyphens. I didn't make you. You danced.
Yeah, you brought the hyphens up.
We
You
needed
know
to
I
bring it
have.
up. We got a new picture.
problems.
People needed to know about the
I
new
was
picture.
in a cult.
People needed to know about the new picture.
Yes, it's true.
We
For,
can't.
for the channel,
Yeah,
I will suffer.
they never would have known because the new followers weren't here for the hyphens and the hyphen
Yeah,
dance and the
And it's fine. My moves were sick.
and all the fun. So we had to give them a throwback. That being said, I guess since we did those last time, let's just go ahead and mention again, everybody, wherever you're listening to this, just know that you can listen to us at other places. We are
Yeah.
on YouTube. We are on other platforms for
Spotify,
podcasts.
everything. We even have a Patreon. If
That's
you want
right.
a nice video version of all this.
Yeah. So the Patreon, we are still figuring this out. This is new for us. We are trying
We're
to get
learning.
it going, trying to figure again, just like we already said, season 2 is about learning.
Season 2 is all about learning.
Patreon is one of those learnings.
Yep.
For sure. We are trying to make sure that we can figure out what we should be posting there, how often we should be posting there.
I have ideas, but I want to talk about them when
That
we're done.
yeah. But we want to figure out what we can do for the free tier because we want to make sure everybody can come. So if
Yeah.
you're a fan and you want to come, we want you to. If you're a part of the community, be part of the community there because we can get your feedback more directly. We can interact with you. It'll just
Yeah.
be more fun. It's more beneficial for all of us if we can interact directly.
This
like
one
that.
I can say on air. Though I had an idea for the free tier. They could have access to any polls or anything that we do.
Yeah, no, polls would 100% be for
a
that'd
free
be for
tier
anybody.
because
yeah.
there's no reason.
Well,
I'm not gonna make you pay to vote
No.
for something.
Well, and
That'd be
again,
ridiculous.
So far, just that way that people know. As of right now, the only thing the pay tier is for the videos.
Yeah, just the
that
videos.
we've been recording. And again, those videos are how we're making the shorts. If you are a YouTube subscriber, you know that the episode itself is just a simple title card video. There's
Yeah.
nothing to it. But the shorts, you've probably been noticing. Hey,
you can see my pretty face.
I can see them,
Hello.
and they're moving. It's not even though pictures.
not
like
even
it
a
was before,
picture.
like it used to be.
We're not that good at
Or
animating.
if you've not been clicking on the shorts because you just see the two of us and you think it's just a picture.
Yeah,
like
no,
we
we're
used to do,
real.
it's really us now.
And if you want the full video, you
go to
subscribe to the
yeah.
Patreon.
Uh,
What's the link? Tell them the link.
Patreon.com/Kentucky Fried Critics.
Yes.
Uh,
The algorithm loves shit like that.
and so the other thing I'll say is, I'm pretty sure I've got it set up to where if you're not even sure about subscribing, if you want to see one of the videos first, you can pay for one video, see how it is, and then decide to subscribe. The only caveat I would tell you about that is it's like I think I've got it set up. The cheapest I could do per video is $3. So every video is $3.
It's not bad. You'll save more subscribing though.
It's $3 to subscribe. I think right now I might even lower that.
And then you can watch all the videos.
And you can watch all of them. So like the price for one would get you the full month subscription. And I promise you in a month, you'd be able to watch every video we have up right now.
I mean, they want to pay fucking $3 a piece and just download them. That's on them.
Again, it's more money in our pocket. I'm not
You're a cheap bastard like me. I'd subscribe for the $3.
Yeah, so we're just trying. So if you want to go there, help us figure out what to post
Make suggestions, make posts, tell us what you want us to do.
Tell us what you want to see. We're trying to figure out other things. Yeah, do you guys want to see us?
I'm trying to think of shit without like ripping off other people.
Well, you know, I've got ideas, but some of them again, like I want to talk to you about them.
Yeah,
not in this forum.
That's not for you all.
Yeah, and so yeah, but we are just slowly planning out what we're doing. So if you go there right now and you're like, well, there's not a lot here, to give us time. Go there, tell us what you want to see, leave some posts, comment on some things.
Yeah, that's the best thing about Patreon. Those are like that get you like more of a say than other people.
Yeah, well, it definitely gets you. You're already
top consideration.
You're already an unfiltered fan. Like, you get more of a. There's a direct chat in there for us too. Like, I mean, if you join, you can talk to us for sure.
Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like.
On that note, we need to move off of this. We don't want to get like we used to and run for too long.
20 minutes
on that. Yeah.
Sit here, just like repeat over and over again,
and not realize,
realize
that we're repeating ourselves 100,000 times. So yeah, we will move off of that. So this week, I will go ahead and say our movie, and then let Bo take over for our beer. We decided we were gonna watch Shaolin Soccer.
Nice.
We
did this in the wrong order. We should have done this one first. So then Kung Fu Hustle.
This is Stephen Chow. This is the same guy from Kung Fu Hustle. This is his. I think it was his directorial debut. If it wasn't his directorial debut, it was his worldwide directorial debut.
Big world release.
Yeah. It is a phenomenal movie. It is a low budget movie.
It's fantastic.
It is the reason
it's a masterclass on low budget movies. Oh, yes. What are you talking about?
I've got no problem with it being a low budget. I was just saying that it is. Just giving them the facts. That's all. But that low budget movie is the reason why we have Kung Fu Hustle. That's the other reason I was bringing it up, is because he did so much with so little that a major company came to him and was like, look, we want to help fund a movie for you with real budget.
We'll give you more money. Do this again.
But better.
In
Kung Fu Hustle, that's, I think before, you should tell them the beer.
We
almost just got
Hang on. We got to do the beer first. We're doing Weyerbacher's Merry Monk. Because this movie, monks.
Plural. Which is important.
Yeah, because in the 5.
Movie, there 6.
Is there 6?
There's 6 of them. 5th brother. Little brother. Little brother's not a number. He is
the small brother.
Or small brother. Excuse me, small brother. I always say little. It's little. It's little weight, small brother.
Yeah, there it is.
Gotta get his nickname
That's
straight.
His style. His style is little weight.
Yeah. So yes, there are 6 of them. It's also, if you pay attention to the picture they look at, every time, like that flashback picture, you can count. There's 6 of them in the
that's
picture. But yeah, the key is, I know you never hear them say 6th brother. It's because small brother doesn't have a number, because he would have been the 6th.
Yeah. 6th is hard to say.
Yeah. Well, for them it would have been different.
Oh, that was probably really annoying. Cut that.
Well, we'll see what happens. I can't make promises right now.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, so it is, whatever they called him that, they called him that. We're getting we're getting lost in the minutia a little bit here. But yeah, so Merry Monks, we figured Shaolin monks, because they were all monks, is a soccer team of monks, and so just
their master died, and then like they're all just like had to go get like real jobs and shit.
But yeah, so this is a movie we just wanted to come back to Stephen Chow. We loved him the first time around doing Kung Fu Hustle.
Do more shit. What happened to him?
Well, he still does stuff, but it's just not usually.
Is there a way we can get like those Chinese release movies?
I'm sure you can.
Fuck yeah!
We live in a very.
I have to look into that.
We live in a very globalized world nowadays.
I want more Looney Tunes anime live action shit.
Yeah, we definitely loved the other one. We definitely need to address though that Kung Fu Hustle is very serious
Yeah, people like
compared to this.
die.
Like again, they're both martial arts comedies.
Yeah, but like people die in that fucking movie. Nobody died in this one.
Yeah, and well, and there's like a bad, like a real bad
A
guy,
real
not like a
bad guy.
comically bad guy. Like the bad guy in Kung Fu Hustle was the Beast is a frightening
Yeah,
dude.
like
He's pretty.
he fucks up the landlords,
Yeah.
and they're the cool kung fu couple.
Yeah, and so like it is worth pointing out that this one, unlike Kung Fu Hustle, is just
This is
it's
much
fun.
more just
It's
like
a light
fun
ride. It's
sports anime style,
yes,
right?
it's so good. Stephen Chow definitely knew what he was doing. Like I said, this is one that I remember seeing in college. I remember being like stumbling into a room where people were watching it and just being blown away and then
What
being
the
like, "All
fuck
right,
is
well, I'm
this?
glued to this."
I like
now."
martial arts movies. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, pretty much exactly.
I
So yeah,
missed this one.
that's what I was about to say to the people. Is like I was excited to do this one because I remember when Bo was the one who did Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, I love that movie.
He's the one who saw the beer and was like, I want to do Kung
Oh.
Fu Hustle with that one. It was all him.
Surprise anime face. Oh,
Yeah, and this one though, I remember when we did Kung Fu Hustle, I asked him, I was like, have you ever seen Shaolin Soccer? And he was like, no. I said, what?
like I
blown
heard of
away.
it. Like that was it. Like I didn't even have like an idea of what it
what
might be.
point of reference? Yeah, and that's what you told me. Like you came in today and you were just like, this one was so much more fun.
Yeah,
It
this was way more fun. This was just I laughed my ass off through almost the whole fucking movie.
And that's exactly it. Like when I found out that you had seen Kung Fu Hustle and not this one, it blew my mind because I was just like, this one's the fun ride.
Yeah.
The other ones, I mean, it's still fun. Like it's one of those I hate to say that because it makes it sound like I'm implying it's not fun.
No,
But again, it's the
it's
kind
fun
of
in a different way.
Like this is like little kid fun, right? Like this is
Yeah.
like silly, crazy. The
This
other
one-
one's so funny.
but
and
people
fun.
get really hurt and die, and
Yeah, well, and there's like dark overtones, and it's a gritty.
they cut one dude's head off in that movie.
Well, it's a very gritty feel to it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like darker scenes and shots. And
but then you're
whatnot.
like Looney Tunes scene 2 seconds later.
Yeah, this one though is like all Looney Tunes scenes. It's all bright and happy and cheery.
The facial expressions people make, dude,
Yes.
like they're really leaning into it.
It's perfect.
The chick who slips on the banana and it just like close-ups on her face. She's just all
Before we can go any further, we'll stop and say a few
Cast.
things about the cast. So again, like we said, Stephen Chow. And Stephen Chow is the director. I'm pretty sure the writer.
Writer,
Like he's one of those
main
all
character.
around type of people. Yeah, and so
super fucking talented.
Stephen Chow plays Mighty Steel Leg.
Yes.
And so that's the other thing that we'll
Trademark.
mention here. The other thing we'll mention is that all of our main players just go by their power move names.
Or what number brother they are.
But even those guys, like
yeah,
even,
that gets
they've
cut
got
later
and they've
on.
got both.
Yeah.
They have both of those names. So like so like you will know them by one of the two. It's either their brother name or their power move name. So yeah, it is very much like that. But I will go down this list fast because you guys know I'm going to be very intimidated by these names.
Prepare for butchered Asian
But it's
names.
It's not on purpose.
It's not.
Just but
I'm just gonna tell you we're gonna do it wrong.
It's gonna happen.
We're sorry.
So we'll just move straight down
Just
this
go
list.
for it, man.
Yeah. So we got Mui, the girl.
Yeah.
She is played by Wei Zhao. Ironhead, who is first brother.
First brother.
Yat Fei Wong. Oh, we need to go back. Mighty Steel Leg is fifth brother.
Yeah,
We
he's fifth brother.
can't forget to tell them
They tell you that literally once.
once, and it's like over halfway through
Yes.
the movie.
It's like, oh, that's what number you
Yeah,
are.
I
Got
agree. But yeah, so that's why we'll go ahead and make sure you know that right
He's
away.
He's
the fifth brother.
Mighty Steel Leg is fifth brother.
Is Ironhead first brother, meaning again. So the ranking there is basically like their place in like their skill. I think, like you know what I mean, like
Seems that way.
and so like first brother means he was the best student of the master that is now
Studies
passed away.
the way of the Ironhead.
Yes, Ironhead, exactly. He's Ironhead, first brother. Then we can go to let's see. I want to do these in order, so give me a second because I didn't write them in order.
And I now wish I had.
Yeah. So then second brother is Hooking Leg. So again, if you hear us say either one, that's the same guy. It's Mylan Mo. He has no picture on IMDb, so I don't know if he's even done other things. I didn't do a deep dive on most of these people.
He
I'm
looked
gonna
like
say
one
that
of the
right
guys
now.
from Kung Fu Hustle.
He did. I did check that. So as I'm going through these, I'll mention if they were someone that was in Kung Fu Hustle. But yeah, he was not, as far as I know.
Oh.
Unless IMDb missed it. So again, if I'm wrong, tell me.
Yeah, let us
Don't
know.
come at me, but tell me. I've got no problem
Yeah,
being wrong.
There's it feels like a lot of people from this movie
it's
were
really
in Kung
not
Fu
though,
Hustle.
and that's what's crazy. Then let's see. So then the next one is gonna be Third Brother. Third Brother is I really wish I would have put these in order now.
I didn't either.
The problem is because you don't run into them in order, right? Like that's the thing.
I'd have to like flip through my notebook here and be like, oh, this way, that way.
I've got so Third Brother is Iron Shirt.
Oh yeah, the businessman guy.
Yes, that's Kaiman 10. Then Fourth Brother is Lightning Hands.
That's the
That's our Bruce Lee wannabe.
light.
Which is funny because the movie even almost makes you think
he has like
the movie
same
makes you think
outfit.
Stephen Chow is going to be that because
because he says later in the
very beginning, and then we meet him and it's like
like he's your hero, but he cosplays as fucking Bruce Lee.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Dude, he looks just like him too.
So that's Danny Kwok Kwan Chan. I really apologize if I messed that up.
You were great.
It's hyphenated as if it wasn't hard enough.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. But
do we have any listeners in China? Let us know.
Well, technically, if you were to go by our YouTube, yes, a lot.
Nice.
So he is one of our people that was in Kung Fu Hustle. He was the main bad guy.
They made him look really different in that movie.
Yeah, yeah.
Has the slicked up back hair and like
the goatee
and the goatee.
Yeah. So yeah, he is one of our people that we do recognize. So that's awesome. We've already said Fifth Brother is Mighty Steel Leg Stephen Chow.
TM.
And then Sixth Brother, but not called that, only called Small Brother. I'm gonna assume not just because at one time he was the smallest.
Yeah.
Even though in the movie
probably the
he's not.
youngest too.
Well, probably the youngest. And again, as Sixth Brother, he's the he's lowest on the totem
lowest
pole.
tier.
So he's literally smallest in every way.
Yeah.
So that's why
even though it's like Little John.
Even though what you see in the movie,
he's a big old boy.
Yes, it's like calling the big dude tiny.
It's our boy from fucking Kung Fu Hustle.
Yeah, he is Bone in Kung Fu Hustle. That's his. We also have to tell them lightweight. I think we've already said it, but just to make sure it's all together here. Lightweight. That's his other name / power move.
Yeah, he does the
he
floating
flies
in the air.
The crouching tiger style. Yeah, that's Che Chung Lam.
I love that guy, dude. I want to see him in more shit.
He's good. I really do like him. So that's our full Shaolin team. That's all 6 of them. But we've got a couple other people I want to mention. That's going to be Golden Leg,
the coach,
Fung.
He
is our coach. He is the guy in charge of our monks, our motley crew of soccer players here. He was originally a great player himself. We'll get into that once we get to the movie. But
it's literally the beginning.
It's the first 2 seconds is a flashback. Yeah. So if we're gonna mention him, that means we obviously have to mention
who's the bad guy,
the evil coach, Team Evil,
Team
Coach
Evil.
Hung.
Coach Hung. Nice.
That's his full name is Team Evil Coach Hung.
I love that the team
the bad guy
is literally
team
called
is,
Team Evil.
Is Team Evil. It's again, it's good. It fits with the anime feel, right? Like it's what do you name your bad guy?
And they don't even act like people.
They are just they're like
robots. Yeah.
It's literally like when you see them come out, it's like Rocky 4, right? Like it's like the way they
break you.
Yeah, well, it's like Rocky looks at him and he's like, it's like he's some kind of machine. And then you see from Dolph's point of view, it's like he's made out of metal. It's like a man made out of iron. Yeah, exactly. It's totally like that. Like you see them and it's like that. They look at them like
one dude's in Rocky's face. He's like, you made him bleed. He's human.
Yeah, so
we're gonna do that movie now.
This movie is definitely good. I'm not gonna worry about telling you the evil team players, because they're not important.
They all look the same too. They gave him the same haircut, except the goalie. The goalie has
drastically look.
I mean, I got some nice hair, buddy, but I'm jealous of dude's hair.
He spends time on his.
Right?
You can tell.
I want to know what he's putting in it. I need
you can tell.
That ancient Chinese secret.
But with that, though, that is everybody. That's everything we need to mention about that. So we can totally just get into the movie.
Like you said, it starts with a flashback.
Starts with a flashback. No real well, there's music going on with the flashback because it's like, but
Yeah. It's like pep music for
well,
like a
it's
band.
well, it's literally what you would hear in like any sports movie during
Yeah.
that triumphant end.
Da, 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 da,
Because you think that's what you're
da.
seeing. The flashback makes
Yeah.
it seem like full crowd, full soccer
Right,
stadium.
everybody's cheering. We got Golden Leg. He's gonna do like the final penalty shot
He
for the
goes
game.
to kick
Goes
wide,
way wide,
super
over
wide.
the just over the top, sails into the first row.
And the flashback, I feel this is the one thing I will say is bad about the flashback. It does a very poor job of actually setting up what happened there, right?
Yeah.
Like we see he misses the shot. He looks back at Hung, and
Yeah.
Hung's just like,
Man, I don't know what to tell you.
you screwed up.
You fucked up.
So again, we don't know full tech, like the full contextual of what's happening here.
All you
for
get
like,
is that little smile.
for like 20 minutes before
Right,
you
dude,
really
no,
know
yeah.
everything that happens. I don't want to waste that time for these people.
No.
So what happened here is that
He missed
they
the-
were best friends.
Yeah, they were best friends,
and
and he convinced him to miss the
throw
kick.
the game.
Yep.
And
Paid him off, basically.
and then turned his back on him.
Because the crowd was pissed.
And we find out
He paid some guys in the crowd to break his fucking leg. This movie started off really dark.
well, and again, like I said, it takes 20 minutes for all of that to come out, too. Like,
Mhm.
that's the crazy part. Like, we see the flashback, we see his leg get broken, but yeah, it takes 20 minutes before we hear that was actually that it was actually Hung's
Right.
fault that happened and all that stuff. I don't think we need to waste their time.
No.
We'll bring it up again when it needs to
When
get
it
brought
happens.
up, but I mean, I don't feel like you guys need to guess at what was happening here.
Nope, that's the setup. Is he betrayed his buddy because he convinced him to throw the game.
And then the flashback ends 20 years later. We
And
snap
Hung
in.
is the big successful goddamn
Coach
coach
of
with
Team
the
Evil.
Team Evil.
Literally, the interviewers are coming up, and that's like that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Capital T, capital E,
Team Evil.
No irony.
No irony,
Nobody
no.
catches it. He's just like, yep. We hear they're undefeated for years,
For
like I mean, a
years, like,
decade or
yeah,
something.
it's
It was
been
an
a long
insane amount of
fucking
time.
They're like going nut, like you're the most longest reigning champions ever.
Well, and he was like, it's because I'm the best soccer player. Ever
Yep.
since Golden Leg
Yeah, ever since
went
he
out,
fucked
I've
it
been
up,
the best
it's been
player.
me.
Since I'm the best player, of course they're doing the best because I'm their coach. And again, though, my point to this is, wouldn't that make it boring to go to a soccer game?
Yeah, if you know who's gonna win.
If the only people playing are them and other teams, and you know they're gonna win.
Oh yeah, it was like watching a John Cena match back in the early 2000s. Like you knew he was gonna win.
Why are we
There was
even
no
there?
reason.
I agree. Like it seems silly that that's even what we're even dealing with right
Right.
there. We're done with the little flashback. Team Evil is on top.
Yep.
He makes it inside after talking to the interviewers, shooing them away.
Yeah, I'm done talking to you.
As soon as he gets inside, we get a glimpse of Golden Leg again.
Yep, he comes. Not even limping,
Dragging.
dragging his leg in, carrying
This-
like 8 fucking soccer balls.
And it's worse right now than the rest. Like the rest
Yeah.
of the movie, he
He's
kind of walks
really
on it. It's a little
selling
bit
it
of a
right
limp,
here.
but yeah, right now when he should be doing better than the rest of the movie because he's still got a job and
Right.
he's still making money. He is rough.
Right.
But yeah, he walks up to Hung to be like, "Look, I've been dedicated to you. I've done everything you've wanted.
Let me coach a team.
I think I
think I've
deserve that
earned it."
chance." And he just laughs.
Fuck you. No, you suck. Don't. Yeah, cripples like you don't deserve anything. I'm the best at everything. Just get. In fact, I'm tired of fucking taking care of you. Get the hell out. You're fired.
Well, and then we can't even pass this up because this is important because it sets up truly how crazy Hung is as a bad guy, right? Like
Yeah.
literally Golden Leg starts screaming that I'm going to tell everybody
I threw that game
I
for
threw
you,
the game
dude.
because you said I'm only like this because of your advice. The reporters were still in the room in
Right?
the
They're
back. You
just
could
like
see 'em.
over there.
And Hung orders them to leave.
Right? Say it louder so they can fucking hear you.
Well, and then, but then as soon as he said that, he like after they walk out the door, Hung is like, "Oh, but it wouldn't even matter because they're not going to report
Right?
that,
They don't care.
right?" Like,
Who the hell are you?
it sets up for you like how like evil of again.
Yeah.
He is the
Team
leader
Evil.
of Team Evil for a reason. He is
He named it
evil,
after himself.
right? Definitely. But so the main takeaway here is though that our guy is is down on his luck. He's
Yep.
fired. He's got no job. We see him in the street
He's
instantly.
not even drinking the beer, just kind of pouring it on his face.
Well, and he's like, he got thrown out as far as we can tell 5 minutes ago, and his face is already covered in dirt.
He's got fucking like 5 o'clock shadow.
Apparently,
again,
the nice clothes he was wearing
are torn and dirty.
well, they belong to Team Evil because now
Right.
he's in rags. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of a drastic turn
It
of
was
events.
5 seconds, and it's like, oh, you're a bum now.
But he's outside. He's watching a soccer game on TV.
right.
This was the weirdest sly intro for a character ever. He's watching the game.
It's not a good way to kick.
Those are horrible kicks.
Yeah, those are bad. You gotta like really plant your foot or whatever. You
Yeah.
have to fusion.
It's the fusion
of foot
and,
and ball.
he's listening at first, right? Like he was kind of like, "Oh, what's this guy got to say?"
Mm-hmm.
And then Golden Leg was just like, never mind.
Never mind.
Fuck you."
You're just some jackass.
And he starts telling him, he's like, no. I'm a great martial artist. Gives him the card.
The card. I teach you Shaolin Kung Fu, right?
And then he's like, but I'm telling you right now, their kicks would be better if they would practice all of this.
Everybody's life would be better if they did some Kung Fu.
And then he starts pointing out the
What,
different
like
people. I love this scene.
It is. It's great.
It's so perfect. So he starts with the banana peel.
Yeah, the sexy lady who's just whoosh whoosh whoosh
They
walking.
watch her from so far down the road,
Right.
and you're like, "What's the point at first?" And even dude says it. She's hot. Okay,
Yeah,
what
okay,
what
what-
now?
what do you want?
What's that got to do
He's
with
like,
kung
look,
fu?
no, the banana peel.
And so they don't even try to stop
Nope,
her.
don't
either.
warn her or anything.
And she hits the banana peel. You
Face
see her
plant.
fly up.
First, like
Right
comic fucking.
Well,
fate,
right
just-
before the face plant, he starts with the "if you knew kung fu."
Mhm.
With the face plant itself comes after he says she could have stopped herself.
Right.
And so I love this because he goes into a weird little like, I don't know, like he's telling
It
the
goes
story.
back in time,
yes,
and it's got
but it's the golden
it's Golden
Leg.
Leg
It's Golden
dressed
Leg
up as
actor.
a fucking Shaolin Buddhist monk thing.
And he slips on
On
one and then flies in the air, lands on another, and then you see a sea of
him,
banana
and he's
peels.
just like doing
and
the crouching tiger thing.
they
just-
make him touch every single one of them and then still land on his
He
feet.
sticks the landing.
Fucking dope.
See if you just knew kung fu.
And then we see her fall, and it was so funny because, yeah, like you said, they strike the full anime pose, making fun of her as she
Oh.
falls. It was perfect. But he's like, see, if she just would have known,
And
she'd
then
be
he
better.
Then he even offers her lessons. He's like, hey, I teach you some kung fu. This shit wouldn't happen. And she's just
It's
like,
another
"Get the
one of
fuck
those
away
cards.
from me."
I love that his cards are just like
Handwritten.
tattered paper.
Yeah, just pieces of paper he wrote shit on.
Yeah, she was upset. She left. Next person. Do you want?
She's trying to park her car. He's like, look, if you knew some kung fu, you could do this like cool move. And you just go waboosh.
I fucking love that concept. That's my favorite one. That's the one I would use in
Right?
real life. I would totally parallel park
Like,
my
yeah,
car.
that's
this
the
way.
best way to parallel park. Just shit kick your car into position.
And then the last one is it's my worst nightmare because this dude is trimming fucking hedges, right? And he gets fired. Poor
You're
guy.
much too slow. Get the hell out of here.
Dude says, but if he knew martial arts, if he knew kung fu, if he knew Shaolin, he'd be okay.
Right? And it cuts to he's doing the fucking with the sword.
With the sword. Could you imagine out in public
Somebody
a
just
dude
flinging a fucking machete, chopping away.
jumping and flipping and like swiping?
I would watch him, but from a distance.
From a distance.
Like,
That's why I said, like,
nobody get near
that
that
one
guy.
That one's nightmare fuel, dude. Like
Right?
I would be so afraid of like going out in public, like topiary gardens and stuff.
His hand gets sweaty. It just flies out of his hand, impales some poor old lady sitting on a park bench.
Yeah. So again, I feel like most of them were pretty good.
Yeah, that
one
one's a little-
frightens me.
We have hedge trimmers, like machine ones. You just go.
But we then close out with our very last thing, which is just a montage of like all of the people showing up behind him, like flipping in and like
Right.
getting into like martial arts
good
poses.
for everyone. It would be better for everybody, and they're all
And then
doing
when
it.
breaks. I love that the movie does stuff like this all the time too. It breaks, and then all those people just stand up like, "What were we just
what the
doing this
fuck
for?
just
How did
happened?"
we get roped into this?"
Right, and then they just go back
And
to
they just
work.
walk back to work. I love that the movie does stuff like that. But now it's finally Mighty Steel Leg's turn to show off.
Yeah, because
right?
Golden Leg's like, man, you're just a bum. Takes a little piece of paper, shoves it in his beer can, throws it at him.
Before we even get that, we get my favorite one, which is he kicks him right beside the face, right?
Yeah,
And then literally Golden Leg, the disdain and uncaring look he did as he like just turned.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't know why I love that, but it's so funny because dude, Mighty Steel Leg thought he was about to like really do like
Right.
he thought that kick was gonna make him be like, oh wow, and he did it, and he was just like,
yeah. And
what? And then that's when he was like, oh, but I
he
can.
didn't even hit me.
And he rolls it up, throws it in the can. This was so great. He throws the can at him.
Pings it off his chest, drops down like a hacky sack, and just launches that
it.
motherfucker.
It's-
It even does the little bing.
Yes,
Noise.
it is gone. It's in space. That motherfucker is. I don't know about you, but I half expected it to be like the Looney Tunes style, like around the fucking world, like it's
Right.
gonna land
And
right
then
beside them
land.
right after. That's not what we
Went
got.
all the way around.
That is not. Well, I mean, it may be what we got, but it's not what we saw right here.
It went all the way around, but it just happened to like hit that wall.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. But so either way though, that's not. It basically ends right here. Golden Leg's like, fuck, that's still not impressive.
Yeah,
which
fuck
it
you.
was. He calls it a
You
trick.
think
You
it's
can
a trick.
do one
you think
trick.
you're something? I used to be Golden Leg. Fucking holds up the little piece of newspaper. He
Oh, we
carries
forgot to
around.
mention this earlier. He also is tatted.
Oh yeah, he has the tattoo on his belly. It's his golden leg.
We totally forgot to mention that. I only mention it because it is so.
I
We
forgot
see it
about
one time, but it is a funny
Right?
shot.
Hung
The-
fucking
the-
just
the-
like, look, you got that on
his
your fat belly.
Yes, dude. Hung's probably the one who convinced him to get that tattoo.
Probably. Right.
And now he mocks him for it.
Probably. He's that much of an asshole.
He's an evil dude.
Yeah, he is that asshole.
Yeah. So our scene wrapped up though. Golden Leg is walking away.
Yeah,
He's still
gonna
like
go drown his sorrows
well,
somewhere else.
We know that he still wants to start a team. We still know that's
Yeah.
what he wants to do, but
Still
he has
loves
no
soccer.
he has no starting point. He doesn't know
yeah,
where to go.
doesn't know what to do.
Mighty Steel Leg, we don't know what his deal is
Yeah,
other than starting a class yet.
Yeah, he just kind of
He walks away, and now is when we start to find out a little bit more about him. He's going to sell
scrap
the
yard?
sell
He
the
has a
scrap.
bunch of
Like we
aluminum
saw what he
cans.
was doing, like training on these. We just didn't
Yeah,
know exactly.
I thought it was just trash.
We
and
didn't
then
know
he picks them
until he
up.
picks it up. Yeah, and it's like, oh, it's his trash.
Oh, okay, I get it.
Okay. We get some cool little things that happen on his way to the dump, though.
Oh yeah, the dude who's like,
He
"Hey
kicks
man,
the
can you help
fridge.
me with a
He kicks
fridge?"
the
Just shit kicks
fridge
it up under the fucking
onto
air.
a stack of them.
One dude was still holding on to it, man. Like
Yes.
he could have got hurt.
And then he immediately turns around because the guy he needed to sell scrap to was right behind
Right-
the
right
fridge
there.
guy. I love the convenience of
Right, dude? Dude, he had a bunch of cans. He only got like 60 cents
it.
for
20
it.
cents.
Oh, was it 20?
Because 60 cents would have bought him one steam bun. He
That's
didn't have
right.
enough
That's
for
where the
one
60
steam
cents
bun.
come from.
Yeah, 20 cents. Fucking shitty.
Yeah, dude.
But
Fuck.
that's a perfect segue because again, that's our next.
That's right
scene.
where we
That's what
go to
see.
the sweet bun shop. I like this place. I want to go there.
It looks. These sweet buns look
Dude,
dope.
you know
too.
they're fire as fuck, dude.
But so we walk up and we see.
Have you ever had one?
Yes.
Oh, they're
Pillowy,
so,
good. Yeah. This is amazing though because when he walks up, we see that literally, Mighty Steel Leg gets to see someone living what he embodies. Right?
Yeah, like
it's
getting
someone,
to use his kung fu for something.
It's a woman using her kung fu in everyday life,
Yep.
and that's what he wants.
That's how
he
she
wants
makes her
people.
sweet
He wants
buns.
people to use kung fu in
in
everyday
everyday life, and she's like, that's
She's
why
doing it.
she is the most beautiful woman. To
I'm
him.
telling you right now, that's exactly what
Exactly
this, that's
what
what
it
this is
is.
supposed to be. It's supposed to be that he sees someone embodying what he wants to teach.
and it's very sweet
It is. It's super sweet.
because she has got some kind of skin condition.
well, we don't see it yet. When we first see her, they do a good job of like
Covering it up.
because she's in the middle of doing
All the kung fu,
the crazy spin
swirly
with
shit. And then the
the
guy
ball
up in the window
throwing it up in the air and back down with not touching it, like just
Yeah.
the air force. I love that shit.
dude in the window is like, I need 10. Throws the pot at her,
And
and she does
just
the swirly
touches
catch
it.
thing.
She like touches it once and then spins it down to the table and stuff. Oh fuck, dude, I love that shit.
yeah.
Again, this
good.
movie, for being low budget, this was like the beginning of CG, right? And like
Dude,
being
no,
able to
the
do it, like
CGI,
being
like,
able to do it yourself
you
and
can
stuff.
tell it. You can
But
tell
it's
it is
done
but
well.
it's really good.
It's done well, like you know that's what it is. But again, it plays into. It feels
Yeah.
like an anime, so it plays into it.
Because
It plays into those times.
Man, I'd hate to see somebody that took this movie too fucking seriously. They'd probably hate it, right? They'd be like, "Oh, I don't get it." It's like it's a cartoon.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a live action cartoon.
Yeah.
Like the most badass version of a live action cartoon.
Not like the Death Note
Yeah.
fucking No, Willem Dafoe was great in that one. It was real. Watch it just for him.
We need to get back on.
Way off topic. I guess anime, not that
It's
much.
not way, but it's definitely
Yeah.
off topic.
I like anime. I'm a little bit of a weeb.
Well, it's okay. That's why this was so good for you, dude. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's not an insult like people think.
Yeah. So at this point, though, like he walks up to her. This is so funny when she finally stops doing
her
stuff.
shit.
He starts singing
At her.
but immediately it's not even singing. The first part is just.
It sounds like he's just screaming at her.
I don't want to do it too loud into the mic. I'm not trying to offend everybody, but yeah, he's just like
just turn away, just sing that way.
I know, but then I'm afraid I won't line back up. I'm trying to balance it all out,
Right?
But yeah, he screams. It's just a scream,
and it's not even in any kind of key.
Well, and then the singing isn't either,
right? It's really bad.
But what's beautiful is it's just a song about what he actually just saw. It's like literally it's Randy Newman,
right?
Right? It's like singing what you see.
You made
left
me
foot,
some
right
sweet
foot,
buns.
right?
I saw you spin them round.
I saw you using that kung fu.
That kung fu.
I love
must
that.
Be a master.
But so then he walks up, and again, because this has to give us the tropes that we get from any kind of real martial arts movie.
Yeah.
He walks up and is like, "Oh, I love those sick moves. Was it this technique
No.
with a little bit of this technique mixed in?"
No, it's like fucking
cow of four tails swiping or
yeah.
something weird. Yeah. And he goes,
actually, and then does the hand movement.
and he just goes, of course it was.
No wonder they're so delicious. Grabs one, jump.
Because that's what a martial arts movie is, right? Back in the day,
it's all
somebody
just like
would list a
names
technique,
of moves.
and people would be like, "Oh, of course I know that technique." But do you know this technique? Because this technique is like that technique, but twisted.
What's the one that's like super bad for it? The like 38th chamber or whatever. It's like
there's a couple of them that are really bad for it. Jackie Chan's got a couple old ones that were like all just like
all that.
It's like 8 different styles, and it's just constantly referencing
Drunken Master that way.
The Drunken Master does a little bit. Yeah, there's a few of them. It's again, like I said, it's a trope, but it's a great one, and it was
funny.
Awesome to see in this.
And it is funny
in the scene about making dough, right? Like it was so funny. But then he just starts talking to her, and he was like, "Oh, that explains why these must be so delicious." And he just grabs one. Again, remember, he's never been there. He's never met her. He doesn't know they're delicious. He just said that as like a way to be like, "Oh, I can take this now.
I complimented you, so I'm gonna snatch this."
I said they're great. And then as soon as he takes that bite, she just goes, "You know, those are 60 cents a piece, 2 for $1."
He just goes, "Oh shit, that much?"
And they're worth every penny.
Yep, they're great. Could I pay you tomorrow?
We're both masters. I love the
Right?
way he escalates this. He goes, "We're both masters, so of course that means, that I can just show back up. You can trust me until tomorrow. I can show back up."
No.
Oh, forswear.
Yeah.
Oh. And he was just like, "Okay, well then, how about this? These shoes.
Trade?
These shoes are
Pops him like nasty
no,
ass
this
shoes.
This was so funny because it's not even just that he puts the nasty ass shoes up. He goes, "Here, the nasty ass shoes. That would cover that. Plus the $1 more for me to get a second one, right?" And he puts it up, and she just goes, "No,"
and he puts it down.
Oh, and he puts it back down. I understand. I don't know.
And she's just like, just pay and
No,
leave.
No, and this was great. Then he starts to say something else, like he was going to try to make another offer, and she cuts him off. This is the scene you were trying to talk about earlier with our dude, our butt crack.
Ass crack is back.
Well, technically, he was back as ass crack.
That's true, but
us,
from
our
order,
point of view,
ass crack returns. My dude, go watch the Kung Fu Hustle.
This was so funny though, because the woman just goes, "Look, if you don't have enough money, obviously you like to sing," because he was singing when he showed up.
Go sing on the corner,
like that guy,
some change like that dude.
And that guy, as soon as she says it, like that guy, we don't ever get a name for him.
No,
that guy just stands up and he goes, "Hey,
he will forever be ass crack to me."
Well, fine then. Ass crack stands up, and ass crack. This was so funny. He just goes, "Hey." He's basically like, "I like the cut of his jib.
He sings real good. I like that. Sometimes I like to sing too, damn it. And it builds in me like a fire. Well, and it has to explode."
This is that moment because, again, like we saw this earlier. We didn't mention it. We mentioned it at the beginning of the episode, but not when it happened.
Right.
dude said, My Steel Leg says he loves Bruce Lee, and when he said it, there was like the flame power moment for us to
Right.
know, like, he's got the martial arts
That's his kung fu chi.
something, right? And so, like, it was bad on us to not mention that because it
Right.
comes into play several times
It
in the
does.
movie. And one of them is right here, and it's what lets us know that maybe Singing Dude also uses kung fu in his everyday life,
Oh, you think
right?
Ass Crack's a secret master?
He is, though, right?
I knew it.
Because when he starts singing, we see the explosion, the
Yep.
fire,
And
and
the
when
it's just-
when the fire goes off in his eyes,
It transmits into
to
other people.
everybody else,
And we
and
get
they all
this
have to
awesome
dance.
scene.
It's like
And fucking
it's part thriller.
Mighty Steel Leg is just like, yeah, let's do it. And he jumps in.
It is part. It's literally like they twisted the Thriller dance, right? Because you can see him. They're doing that like that stank leg like spin thing that Michael Jackson does. And what's great
but
though
it's
is
celebration in the
yes,
background.
the song is different, but it's totally like they're doing Thriller, and like the group of them is a little bit like they're doing Thriller, right? But then we cut to Mui, and Mui is straight up doing Thriller.
Yeah,
she is
looks like a zombie.
She is doing Thriller.
Even when her boss shows up, it's like, what the fuck are you doing? She's just like,
well, it's funny. Her boss even says snap out of it, and she just lifted her head but stayed in the arm drop pose.
She's like, what?
But so then the boss runs everybody off. She's like, fuck, do you guys stop this? This is stupid.
Yeah, get the fuck
Run
out
out
of
of
here.
here. And
fucking Mighty Steel Leg is like, hey, we were just having some fun.
it's okay. I was just complimenting how good these sweet buns are. As he snatches one,
winks
runs
at
off.
her and runs off. And she's
And
like,
the
did
boss
he fucking
goes,
pay?
yeah, the boss is like, he didn't even pay for those, did he?
Yeah, he did.
The shoes are on the
Aw.
table.
Yeah,
Get it?
throw those
he did
fucking
pay.
things
He
away.
did pay. He left
the shoes.
But then the boss was like, throw those away. And you could see it. You could see it in her face already. She
she's
wasn't
not
going to do it.
She's not going to do that. They come back later.
Yeah.
They're in like
that
10
scene was
minutes.
so fun.
It was. But the whole experience gives Mighty Steel Leg an idea.
This is funny.
And
so,
he runs to his first brother, Ironhead.
And this is when we really get that clue about like the fact that his master is gone.
yeah, I
and
think he
that
mentions
they
it
are now
here.
trying to find a way to use their martial arts.
To make money and live in the real world.
But most of his brothers have given up on that.
Yeah,
They're just
this
living
guy.
in the real world. They don't care about using
Yeah.
their kung fu, right? I had to make sure that that's what he kept saying. I was like, I don't want to say this wrong. He does specifically say kung fu.
Kung Fu.
But yeah, so he is the one that is trying to be, which is funny because again, he's like the second lowest on the totem pole.
Yeah.
But he is the one who, for some reason, he's taken it upon himself to be like, it's
He
my
is
responsibility to try to get us back to where we were.
I love him. He's extremely positive.
He's super
to
optimistic.
Everyone. He tells literally everybody he runs into.
Yes.
You just gotta be more confident. He's almost like Goku in fucking like Dragon Ball.
Well, and think about it like that. In Kung Fu Hustle, he was kind of the same guy.
Oh yeah, a little bit. When he's
After the pessimism,
after
after the very beginning,
when he was trying to be a bad guy.
once he reformed,
yeah,
he was totally this type of guy.
him and his buddy got their asses
Yeah.
beat.
But yeah, like Stephen Chow does it really well, and
Yeah.
you're right. It's very
Yeah.
Goku because again, it's anime. It's the
I
anime
want to see
trope here.
more of his
The
shit.
hero needs to be like that dopey optimism,
Mhm.
right? Like he needs to be that guy that is happy regardless,
Of
even in
everything
times when
going on.
everybody
Yeah.
else is like, it's stupid that you're happy. He's happy.
That way, later on in the movie, when he has his like down moment,
It really
means
impacts you.
more.
Yeah.
Because you're like, oh no, you're the positive one. Come on.
So, like you were saying though, he shows up to Ironhead, first brother. So again, this is essentially the new
Top
master
of the class.
You know what I mean? Like if
If
somebody,
the master
if
died,
somebody,
if the school was still going, he would have been
would
the
be
new master.
And
That's
so
right.
like this is the guy he's trying to
didn't
impress.
think of that.
This is the guy he wants him on his side.
Yeah, I
right?
have an idea. Like I know a way we can use our
or
kung fu to make money. I guess.
yes. Well, he says to provide a living
Yeah,
or something
there
like
you
that.
go.
And the guy's
We
like,
sing.
he says, no. Nope, not happening. But then right after he says no, magically, his boss walks in and is like, we need to know a way to make more money.
You didn't book a band tonight. And he's like,
And we have to have a band.
I have an idea. Cut to our boys dressed as Krillin.
And again, we know that's not what it actually
I know.
is.
It's a
a monk.
traditional Shaolin kind of monk outfit.
But it's Krillin.
it's
They had the
and
dots.
it's really bad because it's got, like a bald cap.
Well, they're not
and they
even.
like
It's not even
drew
really a
the
bald cap.
dots.
It's not even really a bald cap. It's just like a bag. It's a flesh-colored bag. Like that's the thing. Like if it had been a bald cap, I might have been
Yeah,
okay.
it might
with
have been okay
You
with
could
it.
clearly see
Like
their
see
hair.
their hair
Yeah,
through
yeah.
it.
But it is a fun little moment though, because they're both singing. They're having a good time.
Yeah, they are.
He
He
gets
even
Ironhead to like break out.
he even made Ironhead laugh.
Well, no, it's actually Ironhead made Mighty Steel Leg laugh because like they're singing and I feel like this is the time like we like to call him Mighty Steel Leg and it's what was on his card.
Yeah,
But I feel like maybe he's the only one that's added the Mighty
yeah.
until now because it's literally when Ironhead says Mighty Steel Leg in the song, the Steel Leg like Mighty Steel Leg starts laughing, and so I feel like it's like maybe it's he calls himself that. Nobody else did.
Think it was
and like when he did it,
yeah.
it was like, oh,
son of
I
a
get
bitch.
you. I see what
Be
you did.
serious.
Yeah. That's my take on why it was supposed to be so funny though. Like, but yeah, it's a good
take.
I
like
enjoyed their.
I liked their little song, even though it was in Cantonese.
The music
Yeah,
in the
it was
background was
pretty
cool.
good.
The like the weird like digital version of this.
I liked it. I thought I was down with it.
I was upset that people got upset.
Dude, so upset that they're gonna fight
So
him.
upset they're ready to fight. This was
They just come in and start smacking. He's like,
They're
"Oh,
like-
Ironhead, right?"
No.
Smack.
They come in
No,
like
no,
who wrote
I'm
this
not
song?
Ironhead. He's Ironhead.
Yeah, well, no, they come in like who wrote this song, and
Ironhead just sells him
goes,
out. Him over there.
that guy. And then yeah, it was so funny because they're like, we didn't even get to the part where we tell you about the greatness
Right.
of my steel leg and his iron head, and he even told them in the phrase. My steel leg,
and his iron head.
and the dude hits him in the head, and he goes, "No,
I'm not Ironhead. He's
Ironhead."
Ironhead.
And
They
the
go
dude
over and
hits his
start
leg.
kicking him in the leg. Like, no, that guy's steel leg.
It was
not
like who's
me."
on first for
Yeah,
no
it was.
reason.
It was
Was
funny.
so good. But so like it goes on for a second, but then but then my steel leg finally strikes the guy, right?
Yeah, he like snatches his hand and he's like, "Look, man, what the fuck?" And he's like, "Oh, you want to take this outside?"
And we cut away for a second into the alley. This was
Where
so,
Golden Leg is just pissing on a wall.
This was so funny because the woman walks past and she's just like,
Huh.
angry, and nods off to her left. And
And
he
he
at first,
looks.
he smiles at first. Like,
Like,
I don't
what?
even
Fuck
know
you.
what
Leave
she
me
said
alone,
because that's
lady.
one of those untranslated things
Yeah.
because it was just not important, right? But I wish I knew what she said to him because he was smiling about it
Right.
until he read the sign on the
Turns
wall.
around, looks, and there's giant letters. It's like no
No
pissing, on the wall.
But then he looks at the wall that sign's
Kind
on.
of smashed in.
He walks up to it.
It's the can.
Holy shit.
And you know it's the can because it has
The
the
note.
"I'll teach you Shaolin
Mighty
Kung
Steel
Fu,
Leg.
Mighty Steel Leg" shoved in it.
He
He
was just,
pulls it out and the wall crumbles.
this was the fucking dopest transition.
Wasn't it?
That the wall crumbles, and then when you see the other side, it's the fight.
It's
the
Mighty
fight that he
Steel
just
Leg
agreed
that
to.
the guy just got, and it's all the boys from the fucking bar.
Now, this is also the part where I want to address. So, is this all the same day?
it has to be.
Holy shit.
That is-
So
see,
much has
dude,
happened.
These people are kung fu masters and shit. They move quick. All right, they just zoop zoop. They move at Doom guy speeds.
I'll take that.
There we go.
Yeah, so the fight, though, it's so great.
It's a deep cut.
Golden Leg keeps his mouth shut. He was like, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch what happens.
I'm just gonna see what happens here.
And so we see, like, at first, like, Mighty Steel Leg, it looks bad for him.
Yeah, there's
right?
like 6 of them.
There's a bunch of dudes, and they're like, dude,
they
we're
got
gonna,
bats
we're gonna
and
smash
fucking
you up.
clubs.
You're
and
not
shit.
gonna
One
come
guy
out
has
of
a
this.
soccer ball,
Yeah, well, because we find out later, and it's kind of weird when they just reference it
right?
once it happens.
That they're a soccer team,
Yeah, well,
apparently.
But so like it's funny because at first they're like, we're gonna beat the shit out of you, we're gonna kick your ass. And in the middle of talking for no reason, the dude with the soccer ball just chucks it, right? Like it's
Right?
so
Just
funny.
throws it at
Like
him.
everybody else is still in the middle of like talking to him, and then the fucking soccer ball just gets released. I was like, dude, slow your roll. It didn't seem like time yet.
That was the signal to go. He throws the soccer ball.
But this was so fucking badass because Mighty
Right?
Steel Leg he stops the ball, kicks it once, hits the one dude first, and it comes back to him, and he just goes, I'm not here to fight.
I'm here to
just
play
here to play
soccer. And then just keeps kicking the fucking ball
Shut
around
the
and just
fuck
like
up,
bing, bing,
dude.
bing.
I
It's like
love
pinball.
I love that as a line. I'm
Right?
not here to fight.
Oh,
I'm just here to play soccer.
that's the title.
Oh, trust me.
yeah.
I've already, dude.
It's
in my.
I already know. It's in my notes.
It is in my notes. Yeah. Yeah, dude. It was because it's such a badass line.
It is.
and it fits. It's perfectly
Totally
fits the
does.
movie.
And they all fucking like, they all run off except one dude, just like little skinny guy. He starts doing
dude.
the fucking like praying mantis shit.
I love this guy. He starts doing it, and then literally, Mighty Steel Leg looks over at him. He goes, "You got any change?"
Oh yeah, hang on. It just goes up to him. He's like, wait
a minute. Are you robbing me?
yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Is that the praying mantis style? Yeah, you should really learn Shaolin. It's much better. Come talk to me later.
Okay.
And he does. That guy actually ends up on the team later.
And then
random as fuck.
And then he just walks away.
Yep, goes buys
Was
him
his-
a milky Coke. What the fuck was he drinking?
I don't know. I'm not even worried.
It was
about
in a Coke bottle, but it looked like milk.
The main point is that he should have kept that money because who does he go to visit right after?
He goes to Muse after that because he has fucking Golden Leg comes up to him and starts investigating. He's like, "Can I see your leg?"
Well, but here's my point. The reason why he should have kept that money is because he owes her money.
He does. He gave her the shoes. Fair trade, his mind.
Yeah, but well, if it was her booth, I'd agree.
That's true.
Someone else
She just
runs
kind of
that
works
booth.
there.
Yeah,
That's right.
Back to where we need to be.
Yeah,
Yeah, Golden Leg is enamored by what just happened. Can I look at your leg? And I mean, Mighty Steel Leg is like,
I don't care. Go
he's
for it.
depressed at this point.
Yeah,
right?
he's like, I didn't want to have to
well, because he
beat
thought
up those guys.
Well, he
and
thought
I
sing-
have no idea what I'm supposed to do.
Well, he
now.
thought singing solved the problem.
Yeah,
and
but all it did
didn't.
was get him in a fight.
More problems. So he's just like, I don't even know.
Because he did promise his master he wouldn't fight.
And so it's funny. Dude says, "Can I look at your leg?" Though this was weird, dude.
It's the real deal.
It's hairy.
Shines it.
Did you see how hairy
Yeah.
it was on like the non-hairy side of most
Right.
people's legs? I guess that's maybe because it's he hits things.
I
with it.
guess.
I don't know.
I just love how he spit shined it like it's the real thing, like it's made of gold.
Well, he says it's the real thing, but then he says, "But it's disguised. Looks just like
looks
a regular
like an ordinary leg.
right?"
You should
that's-
use this for
Well,
soccer.
you almost missed your point to say it since you keep saying TM every time I say.
Oh,
Mighty Steel
yeah, he
Leg.
does.
This is the moment where he says, "Oh yeah, I've." He doesn't say that he says that he's trade. He doesn't say trademark, but he
It's
says
patented.
something. Yeah, he's like patented that.
It's like this is the mighty steel leg. It's patented.
Yeah,
And I wanted in the I like every time after that in the subtitles, I just wanted a little TM after they would say it.
that's why I couldn't let us go past that because
Yeah,
you've made the
I
joke like
almost
6
did.
times, but people wouldn't have known why you kept making the joke if we wouldn't have made you to
I
stop.
would like to think they've watched the movie.
But we don't know that.
Watch the movie. Stop right now. Hit the pause. Go watch the movie. Come back to this exact spot.
But so yeah, at this point though, he has he goes over to her and he's like, "Hey, I think I know."
Yeah, I need some shoes.
I'm gonna
Do you
be-
still have those?
Because he ends the scene. He's asking him. He's like, "Look, I think we can be your soccer team. I think I can be the part of it.
Yeah.
You just gotta teach me how to do it." Dude makes fun of him for having no
It's
shoes.
like, man, you ain't got no shoes.
So
At
he
least
has-
get some shoes first.
So he's like, "I can't buy new ones."
I know.
So he's like, "I just need to
I
go
know
get
where
my
I know where my
garbage
old ones were.
shoes." And so he goes there, doesn't pay her back.
No.
Like he should, and then takes back the collateral
That
left
he
with
gave her. That she even fixed. She puts a cute little like Hello Kitty.
No,
patch
this time
on
I don't
it.
think it's Hello Kitty. Later, it's Hello Kitty.
When
This
she-
was a random one. Yeah.
yeah. That's at the end.
Yeah,
though.
it's all Hello Kitty. I love it. It's so good.
I like. It's cute.
It
I
is,
think
it's very
it's
cute.
adorable.
But yeah, so she's patched them. She's made the shoes better. He can start. He can practice now.
Now we
But
just
they
have
need
to
a team.
assemble a team.
And so the dude's like, "Well, what can you do?" And he's like, "I've got an idea. We can talk to my
Goes to
brothers."
first brother first.
This was great. The slasher music.
Yeah.
Did you notice? Like he's
And
coming
he's like
in,
throwing
you see
shit
Slash-
at him, like,
you-
no, get away.
and you hear
Ah.
the. Down, 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 I
And he's
love
just
it.
like, dude, what? I have an idea.
He comes to him and says like the exact phrase
exact
he did the
same
first
thing.
time, like about the singing.
Only
but this time
it's
he
soccer.
replaced it with soccer, and the dude's like, dude, I'm cleaning toilets.
Yeah,
they
they
demoted
demoted
me.
me.
I can't.
If I get humiliated one more time,
I don't know
my
about you.
family's gonna have to commit
I
suicide.
don't know about you, but in my head, I was like, dude, if they demoted you and you're cleaning toilets, maybe go with him.
Yeah, dude.
It sounds like that's a better
fuck
chance.
this place, especially
cleaning
since his
toilets.
boss, like every time he talks to him, smashes a bottle over his head.
I know. I guess that's what it is.
It's how
He's Ironhead.
It's how he
though.
keeps up with his practice.
Exactly. I was going to say, he's the only one that we know Ironhead is still Ironhead. After this, though, we get this beautiful rundown where he goes to every brother,
Every one of
to try to get them on
and
the
talk
side.
him into it.
First one, fourth brother, Lightning
Bruce
Hands.
Light.
Yeah, Lightning Hands. Bruce Light, as Bo likes to call him, because he is definitely supposed to be Bruce Lee.
He spent a long time watching tape because he even like tries to move like Bruce Lee.
Look, dude, I love when we first see him. He opens the door. He's got
He's
like
shirtless
he's in his
and he's
underwear. The
ripped.
hair's all messed up.
right?
He's just like, what? Oh, give me a second. Closes the door. You can hear it. It's our first clue that he's super fast with
Right?
his hands. Yeah.
Comes out full suit because he thinks it's like a job interview.
Crazy full suit. It's like that 80s silly full suit. Big shoulder pads. It's like it's
want
too
it. That's
it's
a
too
class
long.
act style, buddy.
It's too long for him too.
That's why you roll the sleeves.
It-
fucking
that's
God
what
damn it.
But that's what I was gonna say. The sleeves were the right length, but it was like bigger everywhere else. This was such a weird
Don Knotts. That's their
Donna.
favorite.
Yeah, Miami Vice style. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so Lightning Hands, like you said, he thinks it's a job.
Because he comes out and calls Golden Leg a businessman. He's like, it's nice to meet such a fine businessman. They're like, no, dude.
No,
we're
he's gonna be our coach.
yeah, we're
I
doing
want you to join a soccer
team.
team. This is about soccer? I've not worked in 6 months.
Dude, I thought you were offering me a job. Get the fuck out of here.
Again, like, it's so funny because he's saying this to them like they don't understand, but literally it's just like, do you see the shack he just
He
walked
does.
out of?
It's literally a one-room shack, like built
Right.
into the side of a wall.
Right? And so it's like, guys, I think you can understand he needs some cash.
And then the next guy is actually probably the one doing the best out of all of them.
Yes.
Iron Shirt.
Third brother? Yeah,
Third-
third brother.
Third brother, yeah.
Second brother is hooking leg.
Yep.
So yeah, third brother, Iron Shirt. He's doing really good.
Yeah, he works
Yeah,
for like a
Well,
business.
but it seems that way, but then at the same time it doesn't, right? Like so when we first see him he's walking, he's doing the business thing, he's like, I'm in a hurry. I got lunch.
I
You
got
can't talk
lunch.
to me.
I gotta go meet a client.
But as they're walking, he keeps going with that excuse. And then I had to let someone else use my car, and I left my license up there.
And my
or
driver's
wallet.
on
I
vacation.
got no money. I can't order a cab, and this and that.
I don't get to eat lunch. I never eat lunch.
And they just keep going and going and going until he walks up to the most downtrodden,
Just
beat
jank-ass
up
bike.
bicycle I've ever seen in my life.
You know that thing's throwing a chain.
Oh,
Within a half
easily.
mile, that thing's throwing a chain.
And-
He's gonna
and-
eat pavement.
And then finally, that's when Mighty Steel Leg throws out, dude. Like we're just trying to start a soccer
he
fucking
pulls
league.
the calculator out.
He goes, look, dude, I
It's-
would join you, but I've run the numbers, which again,
Right.
he hasn't because he just now found out what it was.
There's a 0% chance of us winning
No,
anything.
no, it's not zero. He says there's such a small probability of us winning anything. It'd be the same as a coin
Coin
landing
flip landing on,
on
its,
its
edge.
side.
And even to prove his point, he takes a coin and he flips it up into the air.
Well, no, he pulls the coin out. Mighty Steel Leg says, "Let me show you," and he flipped it. I only make that point because I feel like he's the luck.
Yeah.
Mighty Steel Leg's the luck, and so he's the one that did it. I feel Iron Shirt wouldn't have done it.
No.
It wouldn't have done
It would have landed on tails and
Yeah.
he'd been like, see, I'm not going with you.
But yeah, so he flips it real quick. But the sad part here is it happens after they've left.
Yep. He just flips it and they walk away like,
And
fine,
then as
take
soo-
your coin.
As soon as they walk away, though, he turns around, he looks down at the ground. Boom, there
I'll
it
be
is.
goddamned. It landed on its edge, didn't it?
It's
Right in
important.
a crack.
Yeah, it's important to point that out because I feel like this, again, the way they did this transition, it's supposed to see like a definite no, and this was our beginning of maybe,
Oh.
right? Like
Right.
maybe he can win his brothers over. So we see that he's a maybe on this guy.
Right.
Then he goes to the
I
next
feel
brother.
like Iron Shirt's the one who like went around and was like, I mean, maybe we should.
Well, he's definitely the one that believed the most.
Yeah,
After the
because
conversation.
of the coin.
Small brother, though, I think was definitely still on his side too, though.
Yeah, but he's
'Cause
just so sad.
He's sad. He's depressed because they call him Lazy Pig now.
Oh my god, I felt so bad. And he's just like
He's huge. So again,
smashing,
this is so funny.
smashing his bag of
He's
chips.
wearing the chips
It's
in
just
the scene. He's like, but guys, look, I'm just not that person anymore. And it's funny, like
he
'cause
holds the picture up. He's
the
like,
dude
this
says,
used to be me.
well, no, it's great. Golden Leg's like, oh, let me guess, lead weight. because he goes, we call him LW. He goes, lead
Lead
weight.
weight?
And he goes, oh, lightweight. What?
What the fuck? That
And he
guy?
goes, yeah, this used to be me.
Hey, he's buff as shit, dude. Fucking
And yeah, buff, tiny, little dude. And he's
very,
like,
very
but yeah,
clearly
after
they just
after our
photoshopped his
master
head onto
after our
somebody else.
master died, I
he's
lost myself.
depressed
eating-
eater.
he's eating-
He's
yes.
a depressed eater.
It's a very real
I
thing.
do it. I get sad and eat. It's what I do.
They call me lazy pig now.
Oh, my dude. Fuck no.
That piece of the conversation is why I feel like maybe he is on their side because my
the
steel
first
leg
one to
kept
show
calling. Well, my steel leg kept calling him small brother still, and he literally said, "Thank you for doing that."
You're the only one that still calls me that.
Right?
Everybody else calls me lazy
So-
pig now.
I feel like that was our little bit of insight. So again, we saw 2 definite no's,
Yep.
and then we saw 1 win over, and this is the maybe
Possibly,
yes, maybe
yeah.
no, right? So we're seeing like there's definitely it's not all no anymore. Right?
Yeah.
The first 2
There's
were
a
like
small
get the
glimmer
fuck
of
out
hope
of
in the
here.
middle. Speaking of fucking get the fuck out of here,
The next one
guy.
is worse. The worst
Fucking
one.
hook leg doesn't have. He don't want nothing to do with him.
Second brother is done with everybody's shit. They walk up to second brother. He's peeling potatoes or some
washing
shit.
dishes, something.
I don't know.
Shucking oysters.
Yeah, it was outside, so I don't feel like it
He
was washing
clearly works
dishes.
in a kitchen, and I can sympathize, brother.
He
I
works
really
in a
can.
kitchen doing the piss job.
Oh God,
Right?
we've all
Like,
had
that's-
to do it.
yeah.
We've all had to do it.
But so he is sitting out there doing whatever this piss job was.
Yep.
And they walk up and they start talking to him, and he immediately stops them. He goes, "Look, I just want you to know, fuck this life. Fuck everything about it.
I spent
Fuck
my
you.
I spent my whole
youth
life
when I had a good head of hair, learning
studying
Shaolin Kung
only to
Fu.
fucking clean up after people. Fuck you, dude. And you
ugly motherfucker.
you ugly son of a
Good
bitch
head of
with
hair
all
on
your
you.
hair. And he's just like, hey,
It's
man.
so funny. He even says it, and literally, like, fucking my steel leg stops and is like, "What about me?"
Right? It does the little hair flip. Not my hair, surely.
And it is funny because this dude is rocking the craziest comb over. Like, I don't know if this guy was actually
They had
balding.
to, no,
I don't know
they
if
had
they
to have
put something-
shaved that. There's no way.
But it is so
It's
funny.
so
It's so
good.
comical. It's perfect because it is like so much hair everywhere else. and,
right?
like,
It's
like
just this
thin
comb over
swipe
the
right here.
top, and it's still like huge forehead.
Yeah, so like second brother was having, he sends them off immediately.
because my
He
steel
barely
leg
lets
is
them
like, hey
talk.
man, you should try to enjoy life. He's like,
Get
motherfucker,
the-
I'll enjoy killing you.
Yeah.
Get the hell out of here.
He legitimately barely let them speak. He was the one I was the most surprised to see show up.
Right here in a minute.
Yeah, because everybody else has a reason, right? Like, so we're done now. He talked to all of them. They all shot him down when
Yep.
he talked to them. But
He
then
has
we
the
start
sad-
seeing this like recap, but only one person. It's funny, like they started like you're gonna see everybody, right?
Yeah.
But then we only see Ironhead, and he gets smashed over the head with the bottle, and he's just like,
Huh. And starts
Yeah.
looking at the picture.
and then we see everybody else look at the picture, but we don't see everybody else go through a sad revelation.
like the
Just Ironhead gets the
it's
revelation.
so bad for Ironhead. He comes in, his boss is just like, these bathrooms smell like piss. If they smell like piss again, I'm gonna fire you. Smash, and then grabs another one. Smash.
It's
he
so
cracks
bad.
like 3 bottles over his head.
But it proves, like we said, he's still in practice.
Yeah.
Everybody else maybe not. Ironhead, we know.
you got to keep that bump callus.
But so then we see, I didn't really understand this.
Why
right?
is he on top of a skyscraper?
Is this where he taught his class?
I guess.
Because I feel like if he was gonna, because he definitely gave, one of the brothers his card.
Yeah, because like he's trying to start like a Shaolin school in the beginning.
I know, but so he gave that to one of the brothers as like.
Yeah, so this has to
contact
be
me.
like where he was trying
So
to
that's
do
what
it.
I'm thinking. That's
Yeah.
where his class is held,
That's pretty cool.
and he told them to meet him there. They don't really tell us that. That's just
No.
kind of like us piecing together some
implication, yeah.
clues here. But so yeah, he's on a rooftop. Golden Leg
Just
shows up.
sad, dude. He's just
Golden
like
Leg is
sitting in
like,
the middle,
dude,
just move.
It's okay, man.
We can find other people. We can build another team. It's good. He's
It'll
just
be
like,
all right.
He's like, nah, I should have been more convincing. You know,
I
just
love
beats
this
himself up.
intro of all of them coming
the
on the
hero walk.
Dude.
Fucking big man just
Small
walks
brother,
out with
small
the
brother.
fucking
He's got the scarf,
the scarf.
tied around. It's flying like a cape in behind him.
Yes.
And then
Ah,
then we get second brother and third brother walking side by side, right?
Bruce Lights just in like a trench coat, no shirt.
No, I love this. You see the balding over here coming. Iron Shirt's got his like tie slightly pulled, and
Right.
they're both still doing the like badass walk. His
He's got to catch in the
glasses,
wind, right?
yes. And then again, like you said, fourth brother. Well, it's fourth brother. So Lightning Hands, Bruce Light, and first brother. They both jump in, right? They
Right,
both
they-
come in over the rails.
Because they got to make a cool entrance, man.
I love it, dude. And again, the beauty of Bruce Light is he is rocking like a thin trench coat.
Right.
It was like canvas trench
Yeah,
coat.
dude, it's super thin. It's not
But it
even
was
like
definitely long.
leather.
It was definitely like a trench coat. Yeah. I don't know what this outfit was.
He made
showing
it.
his abs.
He made it. It's out of his old sheets.
Showing his abs off. First brother jumps in though. They again, like I said, they both jump in over the rails.
Same time.
First brother jumps in wearing like typical like dad on a Sunday night watching football attire. He's wearing a robe, boxers,
he's
and
got
a
like
wife
Crocs on.
Yes. I love that. That's what he showed up in.
But he still walks up like the baddest
Badass.
motherfucker ever.
yes, dude. So they all show up. They all walk to the middle, and they're like, "Dude, we thought
in.
about it.
Let's do
You're
this.
right.
Do
We
the whole
owe it. We owe it
hands
to our master
Yeah.
to do this. We gotta.
Shaolin forever.
And then they all turn to look at look at Golden Leg, and they're like,
You
"So
in?
now you just gotta teach us because
Yeah.
we don't know how to play soccer
We have no idea what we're doing, which is very clearly shown in the next scene.
because it's montage."
For these like kung fu master guys, they can't even run hardly.
This is literally like watching Mighty Ducks 2. It is that scene
yes.
where it's people who have skills, but they don't know how to apply them to the sport that they're
hockey or
doing.
soccer.
Yes, right? Like so, and some of them match up perfectly.
Yep.
Like Mighty Steel Leg is literally Mendoza. He's the guy who has something that he's
so much
super
power,
good at,
but he can't
control it. So it's like speed, but he can't stop.
Yep.
Right?
It's the same thing.
It's so funny. 'Cause
I didn't even make that's a good.
I'm telling you, when I
No,
watched
I'm
it,
impressed, dude.
I
That's
got
good.
waved with emotions
That's
of
good.
it. I was
dude.
just like, man,
no, for real.
it's true though. Like that's the feeling you get, right? Like totally,
Right.
It's the montage that we get set up here is like these guys all have skills, but they can't apply them to soccer. Yet, right?
That
so-
and they kind of lack confidence a little bit.
Yeah. And so then that's what we see. We see the breakdown of the coach being like, guys, we're gonna learn. But the very first thing we see though is that he's like, all right, let's scrimmage it up, and he throws the ball out. Mighty Steel Leg kicks it.
It just goes up into the stratosphere.
So long they have to wait.
They're all just chilling.
Dude, small
Like-
brother starts a picnic.
Yeah, he's like eating eggs and shit. They're playing chess.
Finally,
Chinese chess or checkers, whatever the
finally
fuck.
the ball drops back down.
There it is.
They
They just
run.
start kicking the shit out of it.
This was so funny. The coach goes, the ball's not even there. It's over there, which means they were kicking each other's shins
Right? Just beating the shit
for
out of
30
each other.
seconds. They were just kicking each other's shins.
It's fucking great.
It is.
The ball's way the fuck over there.
But so then, on top of already kind of feeling Mighty Ducks 2-ish, we had to go further because we bring the
With
eggs
the
back
eggs,
in.
It's the same thing.
It's the control.
It is.
And so he says, look, dude, you've got power, but every hit can't be power.
If you can kick
exactly
the egg
Mighty
without
Ducks
breaking
2. It's
it
exactly
is.
the Gordon Bombay speech.
Ah,
And he says, so
I
what
can't wait to do that movie.
And so he's like, what we need to do now is work on your control. You have
If you
to be
can
able
kick
to
this egg without breaking it, there
he
you go.
kicks it, it shatters. Fucking
Fucking
small brother comes
doesn't
running.
My egg.
And they get him
This
under
is
control. They
gross.
calm. This was so funny. They calm
is
him
so
down. They
gross.
get him under control, and then Golden Leg looks down over at Mighty Steel Leg. He's like, "Look, you still haven't proved anything. One more time." And he throws it
Smashes
at
it.
his fucking
Or
waist,
smashes
dude.
it on his dick.
And fucking small brother comes running again. Hulk
Oh,
mode.
like I'm gonna bite that.
A
I
Hulk
want
mode,
my
dude.
egg.
Like he was literally like seconds from turning into the Hulk, dude, running. Like it was
So,
crazy.
Mighty Steel Leg has to think quick, right? Grabs an egg, throws it at one
Iron
dude's
Shirt.
mouth.
It's Iron
Oh,
Shirt's
is it
mouth.
Iron Shirt?
Yes, I
Hits
made
him
sure
right
to
in the
check.
mouth, and we get this like awkward, like he's sucking the
This
egg
was
out of his mouth.
disgusting, dude.
It was gross.
He fucking pins him to the ground and sucks that egg out of his mouth.
And the
then
rest of them are just like, man,
this was messed up. But then that basically wraps up our scene. We get a long montage. That just shows us that they're getting better.
They're getting better.
And getting better really quickly.
Yeah, they're just doing drills and shit.
Yeah.
And
We see
Steel
everybody.
Legs
Yeah,
over there
yeah.
kicking against the wall. And
we
it's like
see it.
breaking
Well,
it.
we see. Well, before that, like we see it slowly develop,
Yeah.
right? Like so, we see him just being able to get it back to himself. He's actually able to kick it softly. But then we see the last part of it is where he's able to get both the power and the control, right? So he can hit it so hard that it's breaking the wall, but still slowly rolling back to him to be able to perfectly kick it again.
And he's like doing it with his hands in his
yeah,
pockets and shit. Like
effortless.
it's the most nonchalant.
And so
thing
like
ever.
at this point, dude's starting to feel pretty good. Golden Leg is like, oh, I might have a team. But he's like, the final test
we gotta
is
have
if they can do it as a
game.
team.
We gotta have a pickup game. We gotta have an actual game here.
Well, real teamwork. Because
Yeah.
right now they've all they've proved is they can do drills.
Oh yeah, and Ironhead's even just like over. It's like, man, he could win the whole game by himself, and
Right, and that's
Golden
what he
Leg's like,
says.
no, it's all about
It's
teamwork.
a team. It's a team
team
game.
sport.
You can't do this by yourself.
I played soccer. It is indeed a team sport.
More so than a lot of other ones.
Oh yeah, a lot. I was the goalie even, and it was still
You had to
very
rely on
much a
what
team-
everybody else was
yeah.
doing. Yeah.
Oh, I was nuts too. I was like these goalies. I dove head first. I smashed my
Well,
head
that's what you need to do.
into the
If you're
fucking
not
goal
committing-
right one time. I dove for it and just
If you're not committing, you're not doing it.
knocked myself half cold for the rest of
But yeah,
the
so
game.
this is when we finally get our first real soccer game in what is essentially a soccer movie. So
Yeah.
that's kind of crazy because we're pretty
like
close to
45 minutes
it's
in.
almost an hour
Right?
into an hour and a half long movie before we get the first soccer game. But it's worth it.
Yep.
This was so dope. Just like even the lineup where they meet was so funny, dude. So yeah, we're getting our first game. It's a match. It's a match, and this is where we find out that the guys we saw earlier were a soccer team.
Yep.
Because that's
They're
who
back.
they're playing. They're playing the people they fought in the alley.
Yeah, I fought in the alley.
Uh
And one dude fucking
But we
fuck,
get
the
their-
wrench falls
well,
out of
I
his
was gonna
pocket.
say we get to meet their team captain, who was not part of that fight in
No.
the alley. Team
and he
captain,
looks like super nerd.
he is
dude.
super nerd, and then the wrench falls out, and he goes, "Oh, I'm just a plumber.
I'm I'm always on call.
I gotta keep
Right,
that with me."
I got to keep it with me in
Dude,
case
literally,
they need it.
Golden Leg stops and goes, "No, it's okay. I know your reputation.
it's cool.
I'm
and then
cool with
looks
that.
over at fucking Mighty Steel Leg and is just
You
like,
might want to be careful."
you guys need to look out. They're probably going to fight dirty.
Holy shit! This
Dude,
match
this
was
is
nuts.
not a
Well,
soccer game.
it starts off totally. Well, I would say normal, but it's not even normal. It starts off like they should have known what was up, like our
Right.
Shaolin monks, right?
Because they get the ball on receive.
And literally, like, small brother does the super slow mo circle kick around the ball, and then he kicks it over to Iron Shirt, who does the same super
Right.
slow mo circle kick around the ball. They give it to our man, and as soon as Mighty Steel Leg gets it, dude, he starts going down the field. Now's when shit breaks
Fucking
down,
shit
dude.
Kick him right
Everybody,
in the face.
the first two come flying down
From
at
opposite
him, right?
directions. Smack.
And then he's on the ground.
And then all of them.
Dude, this crazy. So this
They're
is
just
what's great because again, true
Total
anime style.
Yes.
This team has the team has a power move.
Right.
The power move is the ground slide kick.
Right. They all come in, hit him in different fucking spots, and he's just all.
And then he looks back at the
My
Then
neck
he-
popped.
then he looks back at the rest of the team.
Like, help
It's
me.
literally a war zone.
Right. And he starts hallucinating. He's like crawling through barbed wire. He has a gun all of a sudden. He's throwing a grenade. Pulls out a radio, starts calling for reinforcements
Literally,
and shit.
right then Golden Leg shows up and he's like, reinforcements, and then Golden Leg's like,
Smacking him with a stick.
get out of it,
What,
dude.
what the fuck is
He
wrong
looks
with
down
you?
and he's holding the stick.
Sticking his shoe like a radio.
And then it's so great. His Golden Leg's like, yeah, so I guess you guys just didn't have what it takes.
Yes, I mean, like, he even like throws the red card at him. He tries to throw.
Well, he throws the
fucking-
red card because at first, dude, he's like, you got to stop this. And he throws the red card at him because he's like, no, this is a lesson.
Yeah,
They need to learn this. You get out of the game. They
Soccer's-
need to
this
learn.
is a war, damn it.
He says, we didn't sign up to be in a war zone. Or we didn't
we
sign
j-
up to be in war. And he goes, soccer
Soccer
is
is
war. So badass.
Yells it at him.
And so literally all hope is lost. We look out at the field again. They're still getting slaughtered by the other team. And then all of a sudden you just, out of nowhere, you hear like,
First
you hear
brother.
the gong. You hear the gong note.
Yep.
Boom.
Boom.
And fucking Mighty Steel Leg just looks over at Gold Leg and he goes, and
It's
now
our
it's
turn."
our turn. And he's like, what? And he goes, their powers have returned.
They found their kung fu.
right?
They,
And
they've summoned their chi.
this was so
And it just cuts through like each of them. They're all doing a fucking pose,
anime style,
right?
Ginyu Force, Ginyu
Yes!
Force.
Oh my
dude.
god, it was so Ginyu Force.
I wouldn't have even said that until we saw Small Brother
Yeah, doing the
on the toe.
Yes.
On the toe, dude. Biggest dude standing on his toe. Ginyu Force.
Berta. So fucking Berta.
I'm glad we were on the same page. But yeah, so it's totally Ginyu Force. But what's even better than them doing the Ginyu Force poses after that is that then we do the freeze frame that was legitimate. This wasn't like camera tricks. This was
They were
had
just
every
holding
person
it.
hold
Hold.
frame
Because you can
freeze-
kind of. Small Brother was having the hardest time. His
'cause
face.
he's on his tiptoe.
He is like. Twitch, like he is holding it for fucking everything. Like, Jesus, please get past me.
It's so badass because again, this movie is 2001. This is so before so many movies tried this.
Right?
It's before it was a thing, and he pulls it off flawlessly.
Flawlessly.
It looks so dope.
good.
Because then all of a sudden, after he pans through them and then pulls back, action starts.
Yep. And
Oh,
they
dope.
just start.
The
beating
bad guys.
ass.
The bad guys start trying to throw the same shit at our dudes, and our
Right.
dudes are like, "Nope."
Not
And we
having
start
it.
seeing each one of their power moves, right? We see everybody's stuff coming back. Iron head first. He starts dropping the fucking
Right.
ball with his head, bouncing into the dude's stomach and shit. Fucking dope, dude. Iron Shirt gets the ball.
Does the like
gut,
spinny thing
holds
on
it
his,
in his
belly
gut.
and shit,
Yeah,
and then
dude.
launches it like a cannon.
Jesus. Small Brother.
Launches straight up in the air like 30,000 feet.
And does the crazy
kicks,
spin kick.
Kicks it down to one to hook
Hooking
leg,
leg.
Who does
the
just the most
it's-
badass like break dance
the
fucking
Eddie-
shit.
It's the Eddie breakdance from Virtua Fighter. If you
Yes.
play Virtua Fighter, it's
Yes.
Eddie. He is literally just doing the fighting moves of Eddie.
You always beat me.
Well, because Eddie's fun.
Go watch our Sega episode. You'll hear more about how I suck at Sega.
But yeah, so it was such a fun little scene. But we see everybody, we see all their power moves. We already knew Mighty Steel Leg could kick this ball.
Yep.
And so they do all this stuff, right? We kick it to our goalie, Lightning Hands.
And the fucking rest of the team is
why
like,
was this? He had
special
the ball,
move.
but he already had the ball. Think about it. He's holding the ball, and then they all kicked their shoes. What the fuck was that supposed to do? Hopefully, their shoe hit the ball
and
into the
kicked
net?
it in further.
I don't
guess.
know.
It's their special move, though.
I guess.
Because they all lined up for
Yes.
it, and Captain Nerd is like, "Quick, special move!"
But
total anime
this was
style.
dope though, because Lightning Hand fucking not only does he catch every shoe,
And then
he
forms them
wraps
into a ball
around
and
the real
smacks
soccer
it
ball,
back.
smacks it out to Mighty Steel Leg, who
Who
then
shit
kicks it, and it spins every shoe, hits
And
each person
everybody-
in the face, like their own shoe goes back to them.
You know, it had to have been. I bet if we went back
Oh,
and
no, yeah,
paid
no.
attention, each shoe
It is.
went back to its
I
owner.
promise. I promise it
fucking
did.
guarantee
I'm
it.
sure of it. And then we see the ball go flying to the goal.
Yep, they win.
No, remember? It didn't go in.
Oh, it
dented
hits
it.
into the post. He's like,
But
"Oh, I can't
everybody
believe I
runs away
missed."
scared because he dented the goal post. And as soon as they all run away scared, the monks are like, "We're doing
Yeah,
it," and
we
they
go-
stop and they bow
Yeah.
to Golden Leg in deference to his
Thanks for
coaching.
bringing us
And then
together.
Golden Leg stops and bows in deference to them.
You guys are gonna make me so rich.
And then out of nowhere,
The rest of the team,
and I think everybody who had wronged them up
right?
till
They
this
just
point in
come
the
back
movie
and they're like,
shows up.
please let us be on your team.
And so now the team is drastically bigger than it
Yep,
was before.
we got a whole team now.
It's awesome.
I love this shit.
And so now he knows he can take them.
Yep.
He's going to register them, right?
At the thing. But first, we get to see
it-
fucking Team Evil's training for a second.
in the water.
They train underwater and
with a steel ball.
right. My favorite part is the other scientists. They're still in like lab coats with like fucking rebreathers and shit at the computers. Why couldn't they just be above water? Why'd they have to be down there?
Because, dude, we need that shot to look like
It
that.
looked awesome.
Those computers look like fridges, too. Did you notice
Right?
that
It
from
was
the one side?
awesome. But these guys are no joke. He shit kicks that fucking ball out of the water
We
like
don't
a
even
fucking
see. I
depth
feel like he
charge.
exploded the
Yeah, the
steel
ball
dude.
is
It's
gone.
and it's like a tsunami up out of the fucking
That
water.
one guard fucking pops the umbrella over fucking Hung's head.
And he's just like, all right. Now we get another stop off over at Mui, right?
Yeah.
He goes to be like, he's excited. He's
Yeah.
like, you won't believe this.
Right.
This is crazy. I'm
on a soccer team. I'm gonna be playing a pro game. It's gonna be great. She's just like, yeah, okay. I still suck though.
He's like, well, let me show you. Right? Is this when they go on their date, or is that in a minute?
I think it's in a minute. First, we have the registration scene.
Yeah. Okay, it's not super important, guys, but we'll make sure.
Golden Leg goes to
Since you
register them
remember-
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
tournament.
Well, I know, yeah.
Fucking Hung shows up and he's like, man, fuck you. You're not going to be in this thing. I'm the chairman. I pick who's going to be on it. And he's like, yeah, but I have a team. Look over here. And he shows everybody. And then fucking Hung just loses his shit. He's like, oh my God, I have to see this. I have to see these bunch of dumb fucks fucking play soccer. Sure, I'll even pay your fucking way in.
Yeah.
Then we get the date scene where
I think all of that was together then, because
yeah,
he would have told her. Yeah. So
like
I was
right
wrong
after
about
it.
yeah. Again, like I said, it's not super important. The only reason I even know that you're right is because he tells her, "I'm a pro now," which
Yep,
he
I'm
wouldn't
a
have been
pro.
until
after
after
registration.
It's the only reason I even know that that's true. Yeah. But yeah,
It's,
so
it's such a nice little date.
it
thing,
is.
though.
It's again,
super
well,
sweet.
it's a nice date. We've already established he's kind of a stalker because
A
in
little
one
bit.
day he went back to see her multiple times, or what we assume
It's
was
finally
one day.
night now. Did you notice?
Yes.
Like for the first time ever, it's dark.
And so he's taking her out on what is definitely a date,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
We agree. It's
it
definitely
is
a date.
definitely a date.
He takes her out. He's like, check out this mall.
See these
This
fancy
is,
clothes.
This is a high-end mall,
Yeah,
right?
it is.
Like that's the thing to
She's
establish.
afraid to touch these
Yeah,
clothes. They're
like
so
it is a
expensive.
mall, and for Americans, like it's hard for you to like picture like mall meaning like classy, because to us, like mall just has like
Hot Topic.
yeah, there are like high-end stores in a
JCPenney.
mall, but like malls themselves,
Yeah,
aren't-
they're
there's-
more of the small boutique
Yeah,
ones. You got to
they're-
go. They're past the
yeah.
food court.
right. There's not usually high-end malls in America. They're just high-end stores,
But in
a
China,
mall.
it's a real thing.
There are high-end malls. This
Yeah.
whole place was high-end.
Yeah.
Every store you might see something from.
It's like
and so she was
said-
just like,
I'll
she-
get it dirty. I
well,
don't
she
want to
didn't even
touch
want to
this
be
shit.
in the building. Like,
Right?
she had a problem.
I
the
don't
sec-
belong here.
The second they walked in the door, she was kind of like, "Should we be here?"
He's like, no, it's totally cool. I'm gonna be a pro soccer player, and
I
like,
got
like
this
you
for
like
you.
this? I'll buy it for you as soon as I
You
win
can
the
have one
tournament.
of those. Don't feel bad about touching it.
You're so pretty.
And then out of nowhere, what happens? Dude walks in like,
Hey
"We're
man,
closing down. We need you to start working."
You said you were gonna clean the floor if I let you bring a chick in here.
Again, though, proving
He's super into her. He's willing to like do this just to bring her to like be like, look what I could give you.
And now I'm sure all of you at home are wondering why we keep stressing
Keep
that.
pointing it out.
And we'll go ahead and tell you because it's going to happen soon.
Yeah, it's literally after like the first game.
yeah.
Isn't it?
And so like we're going to see it soon. But he tells her he is not into her.
Yeah,
That
like,
it's
and
not.
especially she goes and gets like
She takes this opportunity. Yeah, we
goes
can go
and
ahead and do
gets
that.
she
We'll
gets a
skip
gl-
the game to
Yeah.
tell them this. It's fine because it
because her
ties in more
relationship-
with what's happening.
yeah, because
right
her
here.
relationship shit's bullshit. She like
She takes
after
this moment.
she goes to like this dude to get a makeover. Gets
Well,
because
because she's like,
glow
oh,
up.
he cares.
Yeah, he likes me, and
So
and
I'm gonna put
he
forth some
thinks
effort.
I'm pretty, even though with my skin condition or whatever.
Oh,
which
we need to talk about that. So that is one of the scenes that happened in the mall.
that was super funny. He's like, "Oh, you shouldn't hide your face."
Move
And
it
he
out of the way,
pulls
and
it up.
flies come
Flies
out.
start coming out,
And
and
he
he's just like,
slaps
"Oh,
her.
hold on, smack."
And there's pus on. Did you notice that? There's pus on his hand.
And her face is like a black
and she
smudge.
goes, "Did you get it?" And he was like, "No."
"Hold on."
And so
Smack.
that means he was literally saying, "No, this is pimple pus on my hand."
She's like, "Oh, I got your hand dirty."
Oh, sorry.
So she has something wrong with
Yeah.
she desperately needs a facial.
We didn't
which
really-
she goes
yeah.
and gets.
We didn't really need to jump backwards. I just that was one of those things that did happen.
She's such an asshole.
Yes.
Out of fucking nowhere. When
So
she
gets her.
she gets
she
her
gets her
fucking
makeover.
and shit.
It's done. She looks
better.
Yeah, she was trying.
80s. She looks 80s as fuck. She's got the full fucking like
Regardless of
weird 80s makeup,
Yeah.
hair.
regardless of anything else, we
pads.
can say she was trying.
Yes.
Right? And that should be.
She got done dirty by that guy.
He
just
touches
saying.
her shoulders.
And he's
in the
like,
conversation.
"Oh, what the fuck are those?"
No, it was funny because he touches her shoulders and then she does one of the. Did you see her? She was just like,
Oh.
he touched me.
But then she says she likes him, and he's just like, she's like, "Is this love?" And he's like, "Oh no,
No, we're friends.
we're
friends forever.
friends forever." But like, I gotta look to the future. Like, I'm famous, whatever
So,
now.
well, let's save the rest of that part of the conversation we don't need yet. That's after the game.
Just pointing out he's an asshole.
I know. Well, the asshole part was just the fact that he was just like,
Yeah, just
I'm not
blows
talking
after
to
he's
you.
been so into her, he just blows her the fuck
well,
off.
he treats it like he was never into her,
right. Fuck that.
which is a lie.
It
That's
made me
that's
very upset.
that's all I want to focus on. Again, the next part we need to talk about the game first. We can't start being like he's a superstar. He's not
We
had a
haven't had
moment
the
to feel
game.
like a superstar
We have the
yet.
first game.
Yeah.
I love it when they're
We
about to
need that.
walk into the arena. Fucking Golden Legs like, all right, you gotta like be nice to the reporters and like be happy and cheer and stuff. And they walk in and they immediately start,
Well,
and
no.
it's just the
It's
cleaning
funny
staff.
It's funny because most of them didn't start. Most of them walked the corner, looked, saw it, and didn't do anything. One or two
Fucking
of them did one
started.
thing and stopped, and then Mighty Steel
just goes,
Leg
he full sends it.
didn't pay attention to shit.
Thank you.
And is
we love you.
literally, yeah, he's half gone before finally
Somebody's
people are
just
like
like, "Hey,
tapping
hey,
him like,
man," there's
dude,
like-
dude.
There's nobody here.
And it's funny because they're like, it's just the cleaning people.
They
and
tell
he
him to
looks
shut up.
Well, he starts again after stopping, and the cleaning lady's like,
Shut the fuck up.
I thought we covered this
Right?
already. No, we
Throws
don't care.
the fucking broom
Yeah,
at him.
We don't care.
And
Now,
they're
my-
like, "What the hell?" And Golden Light's like, "We got to get to the finals,
Well,
and then
no.
people will care."
This is my point. This is exactly what I said earlier. If you have a team that always wins,
Who
are
gives a
people
shit?
coming to
That's
the
a-
games?
That's a good point.
Who comes to the games if you
You
know
know
who
who's
winner
gonna
is?
win,
And that's what we're seeing here. They know who's going to win the final.
so they don't give a
Why
shit.
do they care about the first game of the season?
Yeah, that's a good point.
They don't. They know who wins. That's why nobody's here. It's not
Hey,
even
this-
because they're Shaolin. It's because of that.
This first team, dude, though,
Wait.
they're like sponsored even.
Before we get there, I want to talk about their first this is the first time we saw their full
Oh yeah,
their full uniform. They're all in robe shirts.
Right.
Not robes.
robe shirts.
Still soccer shorts.
Yep, but
It's
shirts,
Dope.
and they're like,
It's printed.
kinda
it's even-
ratty.
They're ratty rags. It's literally.
and they got like a spray painted number on
I
them.
adore these uniforms, and they never change.
No, it's the
this
same
whole time.
throughout.
I love it.
They just like
Except
they
for-
just like spray paint the number on better. I
Except
guess.
for one person, whose uniform looks nice.
Oh, Bruce Light, baby,
And what
coming
does his-
out like fucking the
Bruce Lee,
Bruce
Enter the
Lee movie-
Dragon,
Oh, what
yellow
is that
fucking
movie?
jumpsuit. Enter the Dragon.
Is it Enter the
Yeah.
Dragon
Yellow jumpsuit.
with the yellow fucking?
I'm pretty sure.
Shoot. Is
Yeah.
it Tower of Death? The one where he fights Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Maybe. I don't know.
It's been a while.
It will clip in whichever one was right.
Yeah. No. Bruce Lee month. We need to do a Bruce Lee month, dude.
Maybe, dude. We'll figure it out. I told you. Stop saying that on.
You edit it out, man. But fuck, we need to do it.
But yeah, he does. He comes out total Bruce Lee.
Sunglasses and all.
Oh, dude,
it's
he's
so good.
It's so funny because again, everybody else looks modest,
Yeah.
and he looks
comes out,
flashy.
he even strikes a pose. He does the whole
Yes.
thing.
Now we can get into the first match. I just wanted to address the fact that we see their uniforms and we have to talk about.
I'm
them.
sure the uniforms helped with the opinion of the other team.
Oh,
they're
definitely.
laughing their
'Cause
ass off.
No, this is funny too because the guy that's the captain
looks
of
like
the
Uncle
first
Cracker.
team. Well, he looks like Uncle Cracker / the lead singer of Smash Mouth /
Yes, oh my god, he does.
And so again,
But like Asian.
but so the main reason we say that to you is to point out that he does not look like a guy who's a pro soccer
No,
star.
he's a little overweight for a pro soccer star.
And to be mocking them,
like and
all of them
like
are
a sponsored one. They have Puma gear.
all of them are in the
Yeah.
Shaolin guys are in shape, looking good, trim guys. So for him to be the one that's like laughing, silly.
His buddy, the guy next to him, that guy might be able to talk some shit. He looked in shape.
Now this was dope though, because while he's laughing,
They just
game starts, whistle blows.
kicks the ball, just goes
Dude,
straight
Mighty
through.
Steel Leg drops that ball before he even knows what happened.
What the fuck?
This is another one of those. It's cheap CG, but the way they do it is
It
amazing.
works so good.
It does what it needs
Yeah.
to. It looks like that ball moved really
I
fast.
liked the way the ball
Perfectly
moved.
swooped.
It didn't go
It
straight.
swooped.
It went swoosh.
Yes, dude. It worked.
The
It looked
goalie
good.
didn't even move. He's just like, what
So
was that?
the first ball goes in while they're talking, while the captain is
While they're
talking
still
to
making fun of
they're
him.
like, and then they're talking about what just happened. When
And
the
then it
second one
happens
happens,
again.
they're like, wait a minute, did he just? I don't even understand what just happened. And while he's saying what just happened, boosh,
Whoosh.
second
One
kick
more.
in. And so then the third one, he's like, okay, well, I'm on my
Alright.
shit. I'm ready.
We gotta
And
show him what we can do.
he
Goes to move
stands
and
up,
fucking dude's right in his
Mighty
face.
Steel Leg is in his face, and he's just like,
Oh, come on. Give us a chance.
you got to play fair. Fair.
Fair. Kiss my ass.
And so he kicks in.
As he learned
third
from the
shot.
scrimmage, soccer is war, and there's no fucking
That's
fair
right.
in war.
So he gets his third shot in. This is when the montage officially starts, but it's weird because you don't know it's a montage starting. So
It kind of starts with them cutting over to
it cuts to the
Hung.
phone call to Hung. But we don't see someone making the call.
No, it's just he's out playing golf and his
And he
crony
answers the
just
phone
brings
call.
him the thing.
I agree. Weird cut.
He's just like, wait, how much did they win by? 40-0.
But like I said, it makes more sense once you realize that it wasn't a weird cut, but it was like,
It's like
the
the
beginning
kickoff.
of the montage.
Yeah.
But it's just that you don't know that when it starts. So
And-
it just feels like abrupt.
Small point from the year I played soccer. That's a huge score difference. Most soccer scores are like 5, 6, maybe.
Yeah, well, and that's the leading score. That's not even
Right.
like the gap.
No, it's
The
like they
gap
just
is
won
usually
by
like
that much.
3.
Yeah,
Like there's usually like a 3-point difference. Like a 6-point difference would be massive.
that would be nuts.
in soccer.
Oh, dude, like junior year, our soccer team won by like 9.
Yeah.
It was like 12-3. It was nuts.
See, but again, that's unheard of.
It was crazy.
So yeah, 40 to
even the
0.
marching band heard about
Yeah,
it.
so 40-0 would be nuts.
It's
It would just-
ridiculous.
It's not happening.
It's never happened.
Yeah.
Only in this weird anime.
But so yeah, the whole point of that was just to kick off our montage. So we see them first game, they annihilate. We see some footage of some other games. We're seeing them drop out their power moves.
It's like each game we see one of them do their move.
Yeah, drops out a new move.
We get Hook Leg doing the fucking spin kicks and
Yeah.
Iron Shirts cracked me the fuck up. It's literally just the ball is just like glued to his belly and he runs it into the goal.
And his is the worst looking. That's what we got to point out
it looks
here.
so bad.
Everybody else's
looks dope.
Looks cool.
It's
Even
just-
though it's not the best CGI in the
Yeah,
world, it still
still
looks
looks cool.
good. It looks effective.
He just has a
literally it looks like what it is. He has a belt on with
With
a
a
soccer
ball
ball
attached.
glued to it
Yep. And he just
under
runs,
his shirt.
He just runs through and that doesn't count.
Yeah,
That's
no.
not how soccer works.
But it's still whatever. It's to set
You're-
us up.
that's
We
tech-
know they're
Even though
winning.
he's not using his hands, that's still technically
Yeah.
carrying, and
Yeah.
you can't do that.
So, like we said, the main point here is just that we're seeing they're winning, they're doing great. The only
Oh, and the arena fills up
Yeah,
each
that's
time.
what I was gonna say.
Each progressive
As
one,
they win-
more and more fans.
Well, as they win, we see that they get more fans. We see that there's more publicity. We see small little flashes of things that are happening.
the
they
press
get-
conference.
Well, they get their own sponsors.
Oh, and they get like the Puma sponsors, and they
So
get
they
new
get
shoes
soccer-
and shit.
So, like we said, the only thing that interrupts everything we've said so far was the one date.
Yep. Where she gets her fucking glam up.
But
they're
we've
they're
already-
having like
yeah,
a
well, we don't even
celebration.
they
he's
do
an
it. The
asshole.
date was horrible. We've said everything we needed to say about the date.
She recovers good though. She just goes off to the rest
And
of the
parties
team,
with
starts
everybody
drinking
else.
with him. Like, hey, let's have a drink. It's fine.
Because again, like we were saying, the date happened after he was successful. That's why I had to stop Bo on,
Yeah.
because I was like, maybe we should talk about the success before we address the successful part of that conversation. So yeah, after telling her again, because to me the focus wasn't even that he was successful. He dropped her before he said it had success.
Yeah.
He says, it was never that.
Yeah.
He says, like, I was never trying to be that. It was never that. Then he says, I won't come see you anymore because I'm becoming successful.
Yeah.
Because she's like, you're still going to come visit, right?
Like, so I'll fix your shoes. He's like, yeah, but I got like this Puma sponsorship. I don't
No.
need new shoes.
No, but the problem here, and the thing that I feel like was a
You
very...
think he just turned chicken shit?
Well,
Got scared of his feelings?
Well, no, it's not even that. It was so subtle in the way they did it that I feel like I even missed it like the first 2 times I watched it. So she's like, she says that you're gonna come visit, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, you're still
You're
gonna come
come
back.
see me.
And she says the shoes, but she's like, you're gonna come visit, and then she secondarily says, I can still repair your shoes.
Yeah.
He never addresses whether he's still going to come visit. He only says, no.
I can have new shoes. I can get whatever shoes I
So
want.
in her head, she heard, you're
no,
not
I'm not
going
to come
visit.
see you. I didn't catch that.
I didn't until my second or third time.
Good
but
job.
it's important because, again,
It is.
she leaves after this. She cries, but he's still planning on coming to visit. We see it.
He comes
to
back.
visit
He has a ticket for the final game.
to give her. So that's my point. He's an idiot.
He really is.
Beyond the fact that he was lying to himself when he was like, I don't
totally.
want this.
I was like, it's a total 180 from how you were acting. Dude.
Stalking her.
Yeah.
But,
I'm obsessed with you. No,
but even beyond the fact that he was lying to himself, the thing he said to her right now, because he wasn't paying attention to what she asked, is what led her to leave.
You got to be real clear on what you say to these women, man.
Well, certainly if she says, are you going to come visit me? Then it's a peer. Like, again, this is why it's...
Yes.
Well, and this is why it's maybe super important that we watched it with subtitles, right? Like, because you can see it. She says, you're going to come visit me. And then it's like a period or, it's the end
There's
of
a
sentence,
pause.
right? Like, and then she says, I can still fix your shoes. They are 2 separate statements. And he only answers one, but she takes it as the answer for
all of
everything.
Yeah, and starts crying. He's like, "Oh, don't cry about it. It's fine.
And
We'll
again,
be friends forever."
This is totally supposed to, and maybe it's more obvious to an Asian market, like maybe it's how they tell story. But to us, like, I didn't see the obvious. Like, it took 2 or 3 times watching it. But yeah, 100% what was supposed to happen here.
Explained it. I didn't catch it.
What would happen here was 100% supposed to be that, like, that male, like, he made a statement and he didn't realize, like, what that statement actually meant to her. Yeah. Well, exactly.
Yeah.
Right? We've all said the things.
Because we think different, damn it.
And it's true. But that's what happened here.
That's exactly what happened, yeah.
And so, like I said.
All right, that makes me feel better because I thought he was just being an asshole for no fucking reason.
Well, and he was.
But not
but
for
it was
the reason, not for the reasons I thought. I thought it was like, oh, I'm all successful and I'm too good for you now.
No, I
was like, why'd you build her up then?
I feel like his answer was just the shoes. Like his answer was just saying,
makes more sense.
I don't need you for shoes. I have new shoes.
No, see, I got like the Puma sponsorship.
Yeah, I don't think he was saying, because again, like I said, like we see him visit.
Not that he doesn't appreciate you repairing his shoes.
But again, he's a guy.
He's an oblivious dumb fuck like most of us.
Right? Like, well, again, like think to yourself, like you would say the same thing.
Done this
I get new shoes. I don't need you to fix shoes.
I'll just go buy some more. It's fine.
Because
I got
we
money
don't
now.
think that they enjoy.
Yeah, she's like, no, but
us.
that was like the sweet thing, like how we like met together and like how women think.
Yeah. So again,
I'm gonna get heat for that statement. Damn it!
I might clip it out.
It was good spirited. Don't hate me.
Yeah. Well, and it was good. Again, like I said, it all ended way worse than what he thought.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, because she like quits her job.
Well, so yeah, we said, we don't need to focus on the in betweens.
Yeah.
It was just a lot of there's montage of winning. There's that moment. There's montage of winning, and then he goes back. She's not there, right? We can just do that.
The boss of the sweet bun shop is like, no, she started making like shitty buns. They were bitter and salty. It was crap. And
he looks over and he realizes in his own head,
oh, it's my fault.
She's crying.
She's
he even
crying.
Like pictures
the
he
salt
pictures
from the
it.
tears.
He pictures it in his head.
And like the tears dropping into the thing.
Exactly.
Her skin condition is suddenly cured in this scene with the tears,
which is funny.
Foreshadowing
foreshadowing for us without us knowing it.
Yeah.
Right.
She just needed more salt. Just
I don't
rub
even
that
think,
in.
Well, I don't even think it's that. I think you missed another. This is going to be one of those I'm blowing your mind moments again,
Pop,
right?
pop me, brother.
The reason we don't see her with those marks right now is because we're seeing his vision of her.
Oh, how
He
sees
doesn't
her.
see them.
Because
He's
thinks
told her
she
constantly.
is the most beautiful fucking chick he's ever seen. He said it on multiple occasions, and he will brook no nonsense on the subject.
I think you missed the fact that
I did.
he was trying to say, like in his head.
Oh,
Yes. It wasn't even like it was foreshadowing as in like the visual element for us.
I'm all at Twitter. I love it. Oh.
But like as far as the story went,
He's so sweet.
it was to tell us that that's how he sees her. Again, he is.
I want to hug him.
She's gone though, and he has no way of telling her that they've won and they're going to the finals.
Because he has a ticket for
That's
her
right.
even.
Now, before we get to the finals, the only one of the montage games that I specifically want to talk about because it is the funnest.
It's the
For a
chick.
couple of scenes.
I know what you're talking
One
about.
is how it starts, which is with I don't know what team okay, it's all supposed to be it's the Inner China games,
Yeah.
right?
The China Super Tournament
Right.
or whatever.
But tell me it didn't feel
Super
like
Cup.
yeah,
That's what
tell
it's
me
called.
it didn't imply in some kind of weird way that they were French. Did you feel that?
With the little twiddly mustache.
Did you feel that?
A
I
little
felt
bit.
that. But yeah, it's two women.
And the blue and white
Yes.
and red. With the,
Yes.
yeah.
I felt a lot of weird French implications.
Chinese French people.
But so we see this other team, and it's two women, clearly women with drawn-on facial hair.
If you took the like Sharpie mustache off of them, they're pretty hot.
Well, one of them isn't a mustache. It's the full
the soul
goatee.
patch.
It's the
I
goatee.
love it.
Yeah,
It's just the patch.
But the other woman is definitely rocking the. Here's our internet reference for everybody: the Jacques the Whipper. You know what I'm talking about?
I love that fucking guy.
Yeah, he's good. But that's the mustache.
Oh, if you haven't, subscribe to him. He's awesome.
Good. Yeah, he's funny. But that's the total mustache that she's got drawn on. It's the curly Q in the corners. But so yeah,
did you see the video where he did like the trick shot where he cut the fucking
I've
card
seen all
in
of
half?
them.
All right, I was just wondering.
I love him. I wouldn't have brought him up if I didn't love him. I'm not giving shout outs for free.
Hey, we
sir.
can hashtag him
Yeah.
now. Jack the Whipper. We mentioned him.
But yeah, so it was totally only worth mentioning because A, it's funny that they do that.
It's hilarious.
B, it's funny because they do the same jump as Small Brother.
Right.
And Small Brother is almost like offended, and he's like, how'd they do that?
Must be special effects.
Right? Like, because again, like nobody else can do that. That's mine.
He looks at fucking Mighty Steel Leg like, how'd they do that? Has
And
to be special effects.
The other
He looks at the camera.
Yes. And the other reason it's worth mentioning this game specifically is because this is when we get the most Bruce Lee-like moment from Bruce
He
Light.
does the whole
thing.
he
does
and
everything.
he's got the,
He
he's
calls
like,
in. He does he does like the 1 inch punch style, like
Yes.
stops to the ball. And I love this. This is one of those, like I said earlier, I watched this in college, and this is like ingrained in my memory. When he does the diving around the ground to stop the ball when the whole team is there, that scene lives in my head rent free. Like,
yeah,
when I
because he like flip flops on the ground, like swoosh.
he does flips, and then he's on the ground, and he does like the jumps where he's like barely in the air, but like skidding
He's doing
across
the
ground.
worm.
Yes, dude, that lives rent free in my head. Like when I picture like the most comical version of somebody needing to block something, that's what happens in my head. Is I see this dude like jumping around
Hey,
the
you know what? I
goalpost.
might do that now.
I'm glad that I can help.
Right? Like that's my permanent one now.
It's good. It's a good one. It's so funny. It's so comical. But
Because
yes,
it just keeps ping, 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 ping.
and when it ends,
And
he
those bitches
stands
are
up.
just like
Yes.
so tired.
When
The
it's
sweat
finally
running down their face. Just,
well, then when it's finally done, he grabs the ball, and what does he do?
he just throws it back into the other fucking goal.
To what lets you know that was the winning goal. The
Yep.
winning goal
'Cause he
was
does the whole-
him throwing the ball into the net.
They're all just like, ah, damn it, motherfucker.
Priceless. So like we said, we've already addressed what happens in between here. He finds out Mui's not there. What do we do? Okay, well, we can't focus on
Final
anything.
game.
Final
We're gonna
game.
face the Team Evil and Dickhead Hung.
It's so crazy because up until now, again, we barely ever see them.
yeah.
Team Evil.
All we got was like
the one scene
underwater
earlier
trick.
you mentioned. Yeah,
That was
like the
it.
underwater. That's it. We get nothing else. We barely get Hung, really. Like, the beginning makes you think we're going to see a lot of him.
You think he'd be there all the time.
Constant check-ins.
If this was any other movie, like if America did
Yeah,
this movie,
we would have seen a lot.
he would have came into the
To
middle
mock
of
them
practice, like brought the
constantly,
rest of the team.
Saw other games.
Yeah, there would have been like a fight halfway through.
This was kind of crazy.
Small brother would have got killed.
Maybe.
Bet you money if this was an American movie, Small Brother dies.
If it was a modern one, for sure.
Yeah, dude. Oh, just to hurt you, right?
But so we are now at the final game. It was kind of shocking for them to be like, oh, by the
Oh,
way.
here we are.
Because they start it like it's just one of the other montage games. You're just seeing the game start, and you're like, oh. But then they're like, Team Evil, and you're like,
oh, shit. And fuck, are they evil? And they
wait.
They worked really hard to find actors who all looked similar to each other.
This is so... We got to address everything that's happening here. So, like, we got Hung coming in.
Yep.
He's being a dick.
Fucking
He's
an
yelling
asshole.
hateful ass shit towards fucking everybody.
I should have the rest of you put crippled, and then you'd fucking all be
Right.
crippled, and then at least you'd have company.
Horrible human being, this guy.
Fuck this guy.
But he's still confident. They're winning.
Oh, they're gonna win, dude.
They got
We'll find out about halfway through the game, but he's been juicing these motherfuckers.
But it's not even halfway through the game, dude. It's actually pretty quick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, think about it. So this is what happens. So it's a slow open to the match starting, but as soon as the match starts, we see they let him kick the ball down, right? Everybody does their little bit of tricks.
Yeah.
And then
it doesn't work.
Well, no, the tricks were... You're forgetting how this started. They let them do their tricks, and then they give the ball to Mighty Steel Leg. He goes down the field.
Oh, yeah, and he kicks it to the goalie.
Yes.
And it just
as soon as he kicks the first one to the goalie and the goalie catches it, that's when dude says that American drug that
that's right.
paid off.
We
find out
Griffin
very
fireball.
we find out very early into the match. It just doesn't feel like it's early in the match because of how much intro we did to get to the start. That's what it is. There's so much like lead in.
And then we have like the shooting contest. You just keep kicking the ball
that's
back
what I was gonna say,
him.
So he catches the first ball. We find out they're juiced up. They say drugs, but I'm going to tell you right now.
American drugs,
It's American magic. This is demonic.
Because we have the best steroids over here, baby.
Well, it's not even like... It is like they're implying steroids.
It is. It's like magic.
We got to address the anime.
we
aspect.
fucking like summon demons and condense them into a shot.
We got to address the anime of it all. Exactly. The anime of it
There's
all
always like
was
this black
worse.
aura around everybody.
Yes. Like I want to make sure people know that because again, remember, we hope everybody saw the movie, but if they didn't, and you just kept saying the drug line but not telling them the weird way it looked,
if you haven't, why the fuck are you listening?
Bro, I understand. But we still got to talk to them.
We got to tell them. We got to tell them to go watch it.
That's right. Well, we also have to talk to them like they might not have watched it yet.
That makes no sense to me.
I get it. But so the only reason... You're making this way crazier than I know.
Go ahead.
The only reason I said that is just to point out that you kept saying only that they were on drugs, but not mentioning the way the movie made the drugs look. I think we need to make sure people who haven't seen it know that the movie isn't just being like they're on steroids. The movie is
somehow
like,
America tapped into the demon
supernatural
aura and formed it into a syringe. You just inject it right in your ass.
That was my only point. Was that the way you were describing it would make someone who hadn't seen
that's
it
the American pharmaceutical companies.
That's what I was saying. Is that it would make people think that you were literally implying that somehow we have devil drugs, but not like.
I mean,
no, we have devil drugs, but what I'm saying is that they're just devil drugs. They're not like the devil.
Wrong kind of devil.
Yeah,
I got it. Okay.
But yeah, so they are juiced up. They are drugged up. We do find out early in the game. It feels late in the game because of the way the scene plays out. And once they're juiced up, though, we see all hell break loose. Like you said, it's shootout time.
Yeah.
First ball goes in, he catches it. Like this was crazy.
It's fucking like a fire phoenix.
It was the first ball of the game. Why was that the kick he released?
He was just giving
it all out right away.
Yeah, well, I want to end this quick.
It did not work.
No, dead stop.
Catches it with his hand. He rolls it back to him.
Doesn't even throw it. gently rolls
rolls
it.
it. This was my favorite one though, the second kick. Because when he does the second kick, he catches it and he's in the weird pose.
Because he like jumped up on the fucking like.
Well, no, okay,
bar.
then maybe it was the first one. Whichever one where he just does the weird like cross his leg pose, and then like you see Mighty Steel Leg trying to like mimic
Mimic
He's
it? Like, what the fuck?
how do I even
Hang on.
how do I mimic,
When this game is
how do I
over,
mimic those moves?
you're gonna explain that one to me.
Right? I don't know why it's so funny.
You
but
know,
it
after
is.
the game was over, he went up to that guy and was like, "That thing you did,
But yeah, so
show it to me."
The second shot, like you said, that's or the third or whatever.
He does like
catches
4 or
yeah,
5
yeah.
times.
He catches he jumps up on the goal and catches it while he's hanging off the top of the goalpost. It's so crazy, but he just it's a mimic. He's just mocking him, right?
Yeah.
Like he's just like every time
You're not
he rolls,
getting through,
he
buddy.
catches it, rolls it back.
Just
Dude kicks it harder.
the
last one,
rolling.
the last one was nuts, right?
Yeah.
When he kicks it, you see the ripple in the ground. It's splitting the ground.
Yeah, dude.
It's
It's like, and then he
shockwave ripples.
catches it and it knocks the fucking reporters and camera guys back. They all
Yeah.
take a fucking bump.
You literally see the shockwave
And
in
he
the
just
ground.
dead center, just doom, like it was nothing.
Crazy.
And then they throw it back.
It's
And
time for the other.
And
It's
now
time
it's
for them.
fucking Bruce Light's turn.
Who? I will give him credit.
Fuck, dude, he gives
He
it everything.
tries.
He gives
He
it all.
tries.
And he's so styling the whole time he does it. He keeps that Bruce Lee fucking swagger the whole fucking time. Stops like
He-
3 or 4 of them until
I think he only stops 2, and
Was
the
it
third
2?
one was the one that ended.
Oh,
him.
because
Yeah.
it's like fireball.
Yeah,
and it
so
just
that's what I was gonna
burns him.
So it's 1. He throws it back, and he acts like it's not a big deal, but it threw him. It threw him into the
he
railing.
hit the fucking railing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he took a big, huge bump off of it.
Second one, he's able to catch, and he's still kind of like, whew, okay,
Still does
whatever.
the cocky fucking.
Well, but remember, it's slower,
Yeah,
right? Because
like-
his hand hurt from the first one, and so we see that. But then by the third one, dude, it's annihilation. It's fireball. We see that that's when we see that the captain of Team Evil
Yeah.
can do the same kind of crazy
Fucking
flame
kicks
shot
shit, yeah.
That our boy Mighty Steel Leg can
What
do.
I liked about it, he technically stops it
he does.
with the fire thing.
It doesn't go in.
But it doesn't matter because he's so fucked up. Dude just walks up and shit kicks it right into his face and sends him launching back into the
I was
fucking
gonna say, like, we
stands.
have to really address that. That's where you see Team Evil be evil. Because dude comes up, he could have tapped it into the goal.
Because Mighty Steel Leg does that in one of the games.
Yes.
He just kind of like taps it in and it just
You
kind of
don't have.
rolls
He didn't
across.
have to hurt the guy.
No, he kicks it straight in his face.
Well, and it's important to point this out because that's one of those dickheaded things we said Hung said in the beginning, right?
Yep.
Specifically, we didn't address this, and I wanted to wait because this is when we see it happen.
Right.
Hung says there's more than one way to win a game.
You
It doesn't
can
have
just-
to all be points.
Yeah, you could just eliminate all of the team, and then there's nobody left to play. So
Well, he
I
doesn't-
win by default.
Well, he doesn't even say all that. He just says the beginning, and then he's just like, I'm not going to say how we're winning, but I promise you we're winning today.
right? If I have to kill these motherfuckers.
Fuck, dude, right? Like, it was evil.
But he fucks up fucking Bruce Light. But
He's out. He's out of the
he's
game.
out, but I love it. He rolls out, pops the shades on, gives him the
As they're
thumbs
wheeling
up,
him,
and they
yeah.
give him the salute. Oh, I love it. He leaves like a boss.
At this point of the
We're
match,
out of goalie. What do we
well,
do?
they're without a goalie, and now we start losing people left and right. Like we see, like
Oh yeah, it goes to halftime, dude. Fucking small brother gets fucked up.
yeah,
Everybody,
a lot of them are
everybody
slowly,
gets messed up.
slowly just leaving the game left and
We
right.
we can't win this, right? We're fucked.
halftime speech.
The rest of the team like leaves.
Halftime,
Like
well,
half of them fucks off.
exactly. That's because remember we told you the team was not just our monks; it was the monks plus the other
Plus
team.
the other team.
and maybe a couple other people who wronged them on the way.
Right, I guess.
Because it looked like more than just like 16 people, right? Like it looked like a lot of people.
Kind of wanted one of the chicks, the bearded
I know.
chicks. I kind of wanted
know,
one
but
of
they
them to
didn't.
join the team. That would have been cool.
But so like we see a bunch of them leave. It's still more than just the monks. I want to
Mighty Steel Leg tries to beg that one guy. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm begging, don't leave. And he's like, dude, no, I'm begging you to let me the fuck go.
It just has to be like it is.
So now we're down to 7?
They're down to it's whatever
7 or 8.
it's
Whatever
whatever
the
they need
minimum.
specifically for the
Yeah,
game. Is
whatever
what
the
they have
minimum.
left.
I think it's 7.
Well, and the main reason it might have been 8. It's 7 or 8. It's one of
Right.
those two. I know that.
Any soccer players that played longer than me, let me know.
Now, specifically, the thing to remember about that is that at this point, that doesn't mean that everybody on the field is even connected to the Shaolin,
Yeah.
right? Because there were only 6 of them.
Yeah, there's only 6 of those. There's at least.
Well,
I
and
know
we
who it
know
is.
that 2 of
I
them
know
are
who
gone.
it is. There's one other
No, I know
guy.
it's the long-haired dude. It's the one
Yeah.
who kept getting the kick to the face with the wind
Yeah.
behind him. I know who it is. I've
Fucking,
seen him.
fucking Mighty Steel Legs is like, dude, are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm fine.
I know the guy. He's one of them.
He's
There's more.
he's the toughest.
Well, there's
one.
more than that too, though. Because think about it. Like
He's a
at
true
this,
brother.
well, at this point, Lightning Hands is out. Like you said, Small Brother might be out. Like some of the Shaolin are gone.
Yeah, they've
So
all
for them
been
to have
injured.
a full team, it means that there are some regular dudes out on the field.
We're definitely playing with injuries here.
So there are regular dudes on the field with
Yeah.
our monks. That's the big takeaway right now. After we finish halftime, though, they're like, okay, well, we got to do something. They got to come up with a new game plan. Because again, like you said, no goalie.
Who's gonna be goalie?
Well, we don't even worry about who's the goalie first.
I
Before we
love
even
it.
get
It's
to
like
who's
it's
the
like
goalie,
it's like a surprise.
blockade maneuver.
Hang on. Oh shit!
It's got a power move.
Hold on.
Power move.
Hold on, I wrote it down. Oh, the Shaolin Shield barricade.
I knew it was barricade. Yeah. I fucking love.
They
this
form
thing.
like a fucking cheerleading
that
pyramid.
does nothing.
Does fuck all. It even cuts over to Hung, and he's like, "Ha! Couldn't even block one shot."
But we see that it only appeared to do nothing. It actually bought them the time to let Iron Shirt run to the goal.
Yep.
Because Iron Shirt's not normally a goalie.
Nope.
He most likely was part of the barricade, I guess. We don't
Yeah.
see him. Because he's
No.
in a different shirt now.
Yeah, he has like
He's
a
in the
different
brown
shirt, and he's got the gloves.
Dress pants. He's
I
back in
love
his dress
this shit.
pants. Did you notice that?
I love this shit.
But so, yeah,
he
we
pulls
see-
the phone out of his pocket.
Yes. No, wait. So we see the barricade falls. He is now surprised, shocked the goalie. But I
Crowd
want to say,
pops for it though.
I want to say it makes sense.
yeah.
His ability makes more sense.
Oh, you
as a
bounce balls
goalie.
off of
It
him,
makes more sense
totally
as a
fine.
goalie than a player on the field, right?
It really does.
So I thought, great. Let's see. Don't get me wrong. Lightning Hands only goalie,
Yeah.
but he should have just always been a backup goalie, right?
Fucking
Iron
Iron Shirt MVP. You think he got the special trophy
Dude.
after the end?
This is dope. He pulls out some cool shit right here. He stops a lot of balls.
He takes an ass whipping here.
Well, I mean, he knew
They
it though.
like they all
Before
just
we get there,
line
this
up.
is- I don't want to skip what you wanted to talk about. He
The
pulls out his
phone
phone.
call.
Yeah.
The phone call cracked me up. I had to stop it the first time. I paused it and laughed
He
for
calls-
5 minutes straight.
He calls and he professes his love. He's like, "Look, I'm
Hey,
basically like that. I'm
Ting,
about to die. I'm
I
about
have
die."
to let you know, I love you.
And then he goes,
This is
"Oh,
Kung.
oh." Then
Well,
you
let
do
your
me a-
wife
yeah,
know
do
what
me a
I
favor.
said.
Do me a favor, please tell your wife everything I just said, with
And then
not a
hangs up.
doubt of confidence.
No pause, no like, oh shit. Just, just let
Tell
your
her.
wife know
Tell her.
that I fucking am in love with her.
It was awesome.
It was fucking Iron Shirt's the goddamn man,
He
right?
takes a beating, but while he takes the beating, the last move he does,
He stops it. He
spins
gets it,
This is the first and only time his power ever looks dope
right?
because it spins.
The rest of the time, it's just like attached
It's
to his belly.
still
This
not
time, it
moving.
like
it
spins and then
and
cannon
it spins.
shot.
It spins every direct. Like it looks like it's
Yeah.
cool. It looks like again. It's not even
Oh,
cheap spinning.
Did you ever play Final Fantasy X?
yes, I know.
When Waka
Yes,
would
I
do the
know, I
fucking
know.
power up.
But yeah, so it spins in every direction. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't look like it's on one axis. Like this is really dope looking spinning. And he shoots it out. Fucking our boy gets it. He runs down the field with it. Kicks
Is
it.
it straight
Should have
in?
went in.
Fuck it. Oh my god, I was so.
Bounces.
This is
It
bullshit.
bounces
This
off.
is the most bullshit.
I know. Bounces around their goalie. It was going in.
He's on the ground.
It
He's
was
like,
going in.
no.
He can't get to it. So what's he do?
He literally
Cheats.
moves the
He
goalpost.
cheats. He smacks
Literally.
the goalpost that way it comes down.
Hits the corner and bounces back.
This is bullshit because again, not only did all of this
I'm okay.
well, in the middle of all this, remember, Mighty Steel Leg got hurt.
Yeah,
Dude tried
he-
to tell him like, look, if you guys forfeit one more person, you're done.
He shakes it off, just like
so that
"Oh,
way they can
I'm
stay
fine."
in. But remember, in the process of all this happening, what happens?
We lose.
They get the
fucking-
ball again.
Yeah.
They kick it back, And that is now the end of Iron Shirt.
He stops it,
He does, but that's the
it
end of
fucks
him.
him up. And well, now we got to forfeit, right? We have no more. We have
And
no more
dude,
players.
I will give this movie credit. They really played it up. I
Yeah.
really thought that's what was.
Yeah,
about
I was
to
like,
happen.
that's
I
it.
thought we
That's
were
the
ending
end
on
of
a
it.
downer, right?
Because it just kind of like
It
looks
even
at all
shows
the
you like
players.
it shows you
and
them
shit,
off,
and you're like,
off,
yeah,
like off field,
what do we
looking
do?
off, like it's done.
Fucking Golden Legs, like looking around for anybody. Fucking like what? Like somebody, please.
He walks up out of nowhere. And I will forgive everyone if you didn't realize that was fucking Mui that walked up out of nowhere.
She is not even shaved, like smooth shaved.
Bald cap.
Bald cap.
Still bad bald cap.
It
but
is.
better than the one from earlier. Better
I'm glad
than the Krillin.
that the actress didn't actually have to
it's-
shave her head.
It's better than the Krillin.
It is.
Now, and I will tell you, I'll say this about her bald cap. From one profile view, amazing.
Yeah, dude, no, for a second, I thought they actually had shaved the
But as
poor
soon as you
chick.
see her head on,
Right.
it's a lump.
And,
It's a big lump. On one
what
side.
are those, like, elongated skulls
Yes,
you
yeah.
see on, like, National Geographic?
Now, let's get past how bad it was.
Fucking...
Let's get to what happens.
She's like, I'm the
shows up.
goalie. I can help.
Well, she doesn't even start with that. She just shows up, right? And dude's like, what are you doing here?
It's like, I
Why
can
do
be
you
the
look
goalie.
like that?
You
Where's
look
your
like
hair?
E.T.
You look like E.T. And that is not even the end of that joke. She starts to try to talk to him after he says you look like
I can
E.T..
help. I can be the goalie.
And
I
he
can
goes,
do all this
no,
stuff.
you should be in space.
Because
you
you
should
don't
be-
belong on this planet.
you should be
He
phoning home right
super
now.
leans into the E.T. thing.
I loved it, dude. But then he's
He's
like,
such
but so
an
why did
asshole.
you shave your head? You said,
You said I shouldn't hide my face with my hair. He's like, well, that's a little extreme.
but okay. No
You're still
one
cute.
ever addresses the acne. The movie
it's
does
magically
not.
gone.
It's gone.
Right?
She looks beautiful.
Whoosh.
No one talks about it.
Pretty hot for a bald-headed chick, right?
But then magically we see her just take the goalie spot. She doesn't even really say it. We just see her kind of be like, I can help.
I love this.
No, this is beautiful. She
she-
goes to take her spot. You do this.
She goes to take her spot. First, you think she just kind of like, she's not paying attention. She runs into the goalpost, kind of knocks her head.
And you're like, dummy.
Dummy,
People in the
idiot.
crowd are laughing.
And then she goes and takes her spot. And she's standing right next to the fucking other team's goalie. She's in the wrong goal. And he literally looks at her and goes, other side.
He looks at her and says that. We cut to Hung,
Everybody's
who is laughing
just
his
like-
ass off.
There's all
We
like,
hear the crowd being
laughing.
like, ow.
oh my God. The team is like hiding their faces. Like,
It's
oh,
rough.
I can't look.
It's rough.
She's like shyly like, I love her run. She's just like, oh my God.
It's so
and
fun.
runs to the
Yeah.
other fucking
It's
goal. So
so
you
fun.
think they're fucked.
But again,
Like,
if-
she even like kicks the ball like, all right, guys, let's
look,
go.
I want to say right now, even if you are someone who saw this and you see that and you thought that, then I feel like you didn't pay attention to the beginning. If you didn't see how she handled that dough ball and think to yourself, she could be a goalie, you're a moron. It's been an hour and 10 minutes.
You could
I
forget
get it.
I could feel it. You could forget that.
But she
we
immediately-
watched it like 3
Yeah.
times.
Once she gets the ball,
Oh, it's so good. She kicks the ball
To the
to
dude.
start the day.
Perfectly
And
to
it
him.
goes
Perfectly to
right
him.
to the other
Like, I mean,
team.
like, it's so outrageous how close to the end this is. dude.
right?
So literally, she kicks it to the other team. Dude gets the ball. He kicks it right
Summons
back
like
to her.
every demon
It's
he has.
fiery.
There's literally a
Yes.
demon face.
Pops up behind. Well, after she drops the yin yang.
Oh yeah, she does the cool fucking.
Dust yin yang. Yes. But he kicks it. It's flaming. You were like, oh, it's done.
Fu
She's
versus
not,
Fu,
yeah,
right?
She's not catching it.
She does the
does
cool
the pot thing.
like with the pot. She does the cool fucking
sweeping
swoosh.
leg. Sweeping leg. Did you
The
see it?
sweeping cowtail.
Yes,
thing.
then she sweeps and brings it back up into the air.
Misses the goal line by that much.
She starts spinning it on her finger faster and faster.
I love
and
fucking
faster to the point that it's sucking up.
fucking golden leg like for like the first like 5 the whole like most of it. He's like, oh my God, and then he suddenly looks up and he's like, Oh, we didn't lose.
But again, like I said, she's spinning it, and I mean, at this
It
point,
keeps going faster.
it's sucking up.
It's forming a tornado.
It's sucking up fake leaves,
Right?
Leaves that couldn't have been there because there's no trees.
There's a goddamn fucking typhoon going because she's spinning this ball
and then
so fast.
like while she's spinning it, there's this one moment. This is one of those
the unspoken glance.
perfect anime moments,
Right?
Like the movie's full of them, but this is definitely another one of them.
She
Fucking
looks
Mighty
at
Steel
dude.
Leg and her make eyes to
Right.
each other, and she's just like telepathically, she's like, "Look, this is my power move, and I'm powering it up to send it to you.
So
to
use your power move.
and then it's a double power
Ultimate
move,
power move.
right? And he's just like, you see it. He's like, yeah.
Got it.
He nods.
He understood.
She fucking sends it. Fucking, it looks like when he kicked it earlier, right? When she
Right.
sends it to him. And then he kicks it. And I literally mean like dirt is ripped out of
They're
the ground.
ripping the earth off of the fucking
It
ground,
goes
dude.
all the way through.
They
It
destroy
hits
half
the
of this
goal,
arena.
and it annihilates literally the goalie.
He's-
Everybody.
He gets stripped naked.
Yes, the whole end of the whole fucking soccer field is gone. I don't know
Right.
what they want to say.
But most importantly, the ball is still within the bounds of the field, which means our boys fucking win.
well, and specifically
woo,
in the area where the
where the
net
goal would have been. Yeah,
So they means it's good.
perfect.
Well, he passes out before he knows they won. This was so funny.
I love it. He
So
wakes up
passes
and he's
out
just kind of like,
I don't know. And then he
"What's
wakes
going
up.
on? I'm bouncing in
being
the air."
tossed. The movie ends so quick after this.
it really does.
It's insane, right? So like literally they won. As soon as we see they win, we cut away to newspaper.
Yeah, they get married apparently.
Yes,
and
first
one
time, shocking news.
striker marries goalie, first time ever. Hung is like indicted, never fucking allowed.
Never
he's
allowed to
banned
play
from
sports
the
again.
spir-
Yes,
from the series.
Thankfully, we see that
Yeah,
happens.
fuck you and your steroids.
And so that's basically it. But we get one last little tie-up scene, and I love this scene because
This is
it's
my
a throwback to earlier.
my favorite. He's running. He sees the exact same
It's
fucking
everybody.
hot chick.
It's not even the same hot
the
chick.
same
It's everyone.
car lady. Same
they-
bush cutter guy.
And they are doing the things
the
he
thing
said.
he said, Kung Fu makes it all better.
She fucking lands perfectly on her feet. The one lady fucking does the parallel
And
park
parks the
punch.
car. One dude's got a sword cutting the hedge.
It is
The business guys are doing the whole like unison kung fu shit.
absolutely perfect. And then the very last thing we actually close on was my absolute favorite. The dude's flipping
Flip
onto
into
the bus. Shut the fuck up. That was dope as fuck. Double-decker bus.
Right.
And they jump crouching tiger
Hidden
style up onto the seats on the top. I love
Oh,
it.
it's so
We
good.
close out. Last thing we see, literally, it's Mui. It's Mighty Steel Leg up on the Time magazine cover. They
Kung
flooded
Fu
America.
has come to America.
Flooded America.
Yep.
And that's exactly what this movie did. And that's a
It
great
really
way to
did.
end. The movie.
And I'm so mad I missed it back in the day.
I'm so glad I got to provide it to you
I'm so
now.
glad. I mean, fuck even seeing the dubbed version. I hope I get to watch it one day, but goddamn, I'm glad I got to watch it. Period.
Dude, the dub version is worth it. It's one of the few times that they did a great job with a dub.
Right. Because I remember the dubbed version of Kung Fu Hustle, and it was really good too.
All
But
right,
you can
guys.
tell it was dubbed.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we had a blast.
I've had such a good time.
It's a good movie. Definitely go check this movie out. The beer was great.
Weyerbacher Merry Monks will definitely make you merry.
Again, it's a triple.
It's a merry time.
Triples are very much kind of like the beer version of
a cocktail?
it's
A
strength
mixture.
wise. What I was gonna say is the triple is like the it's like the cider of beer, right? Like cider is
I will
already
believe
like
that.
cider is already like beer adjacent. Yeah. No?
I like that. Beer adjacent.
But so this is even more, right?
You know
like
what? If you added hops to fucking cider, it would probably taste just like beer.
and so like think about this. Like this has like some of those like same like flavor notes
Oh,
that
and,
a cider would.
and it's the same color. And it has like the same fizz factor.
But the main difference here and smell, dude, like smell that real quick right
Oh, yeah.
now. Tell me that you don't
I
feel
do.
cider.
Yeah, there's a little cider note to it.
And so that's what I mean.
If
Like,
you threw some cinnamon in that bitch,
it feels very much like a cider. The main difference being, as Bo said when we started, and we'll say again right now, when you taste it,
that's beer.
well, not only is it beer, you can taste that it's
You can
strong.
taste that beer. You can taste that
like
booze in there.
a couple weeks ago, we did Wingman.
Oh shit, dude, that was 9.5. That was technically stronger. You
Than
can
this.
still taste the alcohol in this.
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm sure I'm slurring my words.
But that Tropical Storm IPA tasted like some juices,
oh, that was so good.
but it was dangerous.
Yeah. This one you could tell.
You know what you're
I
drinking.
went into this willingly. I volunteered for this.
Yeah, so this is very delicious, but again, it's not dangerous delicious.
Yeah, you know what you're
You
getting
know
into.
what you're getting into. You're aware of the strength of what you're
Because
drinking.
as soon as you take that first sip, you're like, ooh, there's booze
That's
in there.
boozy.
Yeah. It's almost like you poured some gin in your fucking beer. Oh, that would probably be awful.
Yeah, I don't even think we
Don't
need
do
to talk
that.
about that. That's a good
Don't
stopping point
do
on
that.
anything to do with that.
How'd you like this movie?
I love this movie.
I
dude.
love this movie too.
It's great.
I'm upset that I missed it when it came out.
I'm probably gonna have to fix this now because you've said that twice.
It's worth repeating. I'm
That's
very
cool.
upset about it.
I'll
I'm
let
gonna
them
beat
hear it
myself
twice.
up forever for this.
It's a good movie.
It is.
So again, we like the movie, we like the beer. So for next time though, Bo, you tell them the beer, I'll tell them the movie.
All right, the beer for next time. We're going back. We like Left Handed Brewery, but they have a candy cane nitro fucking imperial peppermint milk stout. I'm a little skeptical, but they've done good shit in the past.
Again, we've had the milk stout before,
which was really good.
and you were skeptical then because you were like milk and beer, and I was like, it's not actual milk in beer.
Okay.
And so, like, it's not actual milk and beer. I'm gonna tell you, it's not actual peppermint. It's not gonna be pepperminty. It's gonna be.
I hope not.
It's gonna be cool. And
like it's
refreshing.
gonna just taste cold.
That's what
no
I
matter,
think.
like
I've not had this, but most things I have that have had peppermint in it, that's the goal.
Yeah.
The goal is just for
Just
it to
make it
taste
feel cold.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
I think that's where we're going. But so obviously, if we're going candy cane,
We're
I
back
think you
into
guys
Christmas.
know we are exactly. Obviously, you guys know
This is
by
our second
calendar.
year.
Well, and
Second
you guys
year
know
of
by
Christmas.
calendar date that we're at Christmas time. We are. This is not a secret. We are trying to get ahead again.
Yep.
So we are recording well before Christmas time. So
It's always Christmas. What are you talking about?
mind you guys, if it sounds like we feel a little weird about starting our Christmas, it's because for us it's
we
a
haven't
little
even
bit
had
early.
Thanksgiving
Yeah,
yet.
but we are starting our Christmas.
Yep.
You guys are
By
gonna
the time you hear it, it'll be
it will
December.
be Christmas. It won't matter.
It won't matter.
But yeah, so this is the beginning of our Christmas, and so for our first Christmas movie with our Candy Cane Nitro, we are going to be doing Black Christmas. Now that is worth specifying though. There are
It
multiple.
was like today we
Yeah.
found out there's 3 of these.
There are 3. Now we knew.
I thought there were only 2.
we knew the original.
Yeah, I
in
knew
the
the
70s.
original. I've
It's
seen
like a
that one
true
before.
slasher classic.
Yeah, I've seen it.
There's a 2006. That's what
Have
we're doing.
not seen that one.
That's what we're doing for this.
But apparently
The
there's
candy
a third
cane,
one.
the candy cane nitro will come into play.
Yeah,
and
it'll
you
make
guys-
sense.
If you've seen it, you know. If you don't, you'll find out.
It'll make sense.
But there is a new one. Didn't know.
Didn't know.
Me either. Found out today.
Whoosh.
That's not what we're doing. That's
No,
why
we
we
are
wanted to
doing the-
specify so you guys can make sure you
We're doing
see
the
the right one.
2006 version.
That's right. So that way you guys can find the right one.
So the middle
child.
child of the Black Christmas. But
It's-
welcome to Dark Christmas.
Well, yeah. Well, welcome to Dark Christmas. And the reason we're doing the 2006 one is because it's our kind of horror movie, dude. It's the schlock.
It's the schlocky one.
Yeah.
The like super like we're gonna lean into it. We know we're being
Leaning
goofy.
into the Christmas of it all. And we're gonna kill people in fun ways. Yeah,
It's
that's
gonna
why
be
we're
great.
going there. All right, guys. On that note, we are officially done though, so we are out.
Yeah, we're done. If you liked this stuff and you want to help, buy us a beer, join us on Patreon, and I don't know, Shane, you want to grab that soccer ball over there? I'll grab this lighter fluid. I got an idea. End of Iron Shirt.